Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
Am I live? Am I hot? There we go. Tuesday night, Classic Conversation with Jae Tea and Lo.
And that's a cop.
And we back in the building. It's 9 o'clock, man. Not too bad, huh?
Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. And then we were actually ready for 8:30 tonight, but I had a couple meetings had to do at the last minute. So but it's all good. Got a full cast in the house tonight, man. Got my boy Jae Tea is doing his cigar week. He said he'll be here late, but we'll see whether or not he shows up or not. No guarantees on that. But ask a cop, man, how you been, brother?
Man, excellent, man. Open week of football season.
Woo!
College games are great. Pro games are even better. I'm happy that the Falcons fans got what they deserve. I ain't been fucking with them since they got rid of Vic. I'll just be honest with you.
Since Vic got rid of himself.
You need to not fuck with them for their theme song.
As long as your quarterback was raping, as long as Roethlisberger was raping, and how many games he missed?
Let's clear this up for the 100th time.
Dog.
Accusation
rape
is different from a charge.
Rape. Oh,
accusation
was an accusation.
He was never charged.
When the state trooper got fired.
He was never charged.
But the state trooper got fired on accusation.
Ask a cop. You always uphold the law on this show, sir. So answer my question. What? No. So answer, was he ever charged, sir? Thank you. We'll move on.
You see how deep people's morals come when it comes to football.
I'm trying to tell you.
He was never charged, sir. But anyway, man, to my left, we got my sorority sister, Moretta Johnson, in the building. What's up, Moretta? How are you? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. It was very nice event. You know, out in the audience, man, y'all can't see him because he's always low key. But got Jock Johnson Sr. in the building. What's up, brother? And then we got the young one, man, Jock Johnson Jr. What's up, bro?
I'm good, man. What's up?
So, you know, it's always amazing, man, for me, you know, when you've known people, shucks, man, you know, half and over half your life, and you see the, you know what I mean, you see not only their growth, but then you see the kids grow up to become adults, man. It's always wild.
Yeah.
So, you know, this is one that, you know the parents prior to him being, you know, thought of. So, you know what I mean, it's kind of cool.
Well, I appreciate you also thinking of me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Appreciate having you here, man. And we're going to dig a little deeper into the conversation with Moretta and Jock and what they have going on. But to my right, man, I met these folks tonight, so I wanted to bring them on because they, you know, if you know me, you know I love and support black business. And brother came in with bring on the wine, the black-owned wine distribution company. And so introduce yourselves and tell us about the product.
For sure, man. First of all, we want to thank y'all for having us.
So we can sample the product.
Let's get it. No, I'm Aubrey from Willie V Spirits, man. That's the Gatherer's Wine, courtesy of Willie V Spirits. We're a black-owned wine and spirits company formed in Atlanta. Our goal is to take over the world and impact the whole world with the Willie V Spirits. And when you think of wine, we want to be the first person you think of. Like when you think of champagne, you think of Moet. Think of the Gatherer's Wine by Willie V Spirits. And we got a champagne coming. WillieVSpirits.com. Yee!
That's nice.
Thank you.
So how long you been doing this?
We officially launched, man, in 2020, as soon as the pandemic hit, man. We just, you know, that was the only thing making money. That was an essential business, the liquor and spirits industry and the legal cannabis industry. So we took flight.
Okay.
You know?
That's
yes,
what's
sir.
up, man.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man.
We ain't taking no prisoners.
Bro.
Thank you very
taking
much.
No prisoners.
No, not at all.
So,
What's alcohol content?
That's a 13.5 right there.
So I saw from your social media, you know, one of my girls who work here, Coco,
Yes.
spoke very highly of you.
Appreciate
Yeah,
Coco
man.
for, the opportunity.
Yeah,
For introducing me to you.
And she showed me some of the pictures, man, and you've been on the beat with this product, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, you got pictures with a little bit of everybody.
Yeah.
And that's to the assist of the lady next to you, huh?
Absolutely, man.
So tell us about you, ma'am.
Tell them.
My name is Portia Madrid. Got it again. I am media extraordinaire. I'm also celebrity PR, and this happens to be one of my celebrity clients. Period, Pooh. I'm on a few podcasts. You might have heard of them. That's actually how we know Coco. I was producing and managing a podcast that she was on at Atherton West J Media, the Biggs and Coco show. Yeah, I'm just kind of that girl. Anything with a camera or a mic. It's the 1, 2, 3s for me. I can't sing, but I can. Yeah.
And what's that new podcast you're supposed to bring it up?
Okay, so I have Blunt Fucking Friends. That's a new podcast with Miss Pat's daughter. I don't know if y'all are familiar with her, but she's just as blunt as her mom.
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. She's the gay daughter that Miss Pat always talks about. Me and her, we have a podcast, Blunt Fucking Friends. Then I have another one called Good Morning, ATL, starring myself and Buns the Lady, or The Motherfucking Problem. Then we have a new one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You said that's what I'm talking about.
Head or tails. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And we just gonna what that content is all about.
Alrighty then.
Oh, PM Media and Marketing. That is
Come
my
on,
baby.
man.
That's the
Life
name
of the
of my
party.
company.
Life of the party.
Oh, Loft P. It's
Come
so
on,
many
man.
shows I be forgetting. Loft P, Life of the Party. Y'all make sure y'all check us out. Bringing the dopest interviews. Check out that new interview with Charleston White.
Yes,
coming to a
sir.
screen near you.
So how was that experience interviewing Mr. Charleston White? Because he gathers a whole lot of attention with his story.
Actually, he's been recently added to my repertoire of clients, and just getting to know him and doing my research before the interview and connecting him with other media outlets so they could be doing the interviews with him, it actually made me fall in love with him. But not in a romantic way, just as this is what people should be. You should be of the culture, but not in the culture, just like the Bible. It's okay to want to be cool and be in the mix, but when you see that people are doing wrong and they're ruining the community, it is okay for you to stand up and speak out. And the crazy thing is, people think that it's called backlash, but he charged $8,000 for his interviews. He deals with nothing but politicians. He's protected everywhere he go. He got PD on him because they know that he's standing up for something that's positive. Right. So I'm happy to say I'm a part of the team. And make sure y'all do your research too. Actually listen to the stuff that he's saying. Don't just pay attention to the 1 minute clickbait that got you into the interview. Pay attention to the whole interview.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Good evening, number one fan.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, so, Charleston's, like I said earlier, when y'all mentioned, I said, very interesting.
He's an interesting guy, man.
He hits on some serious topics. I can't say I agree with a lot of stuff he says. Not everything, but a lot of stuff he says, you know what I mean? But he says the things that people want to say.
Yes, he
But
does.
afraid to say it.
Right.
Yes, he does.
If you listen to him, he'll save your life, man. You know what I'm saying? If you really tune in and tap in and listen to him, he got ancestor game. That's the game pulled from the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? He can save you or somebody else's life if you really pay attention to him. Look past the internet persona. He tells you, he's like, if y'all still getting stuck on my internet persona, y'all lost. I'm doing that to bring y'all in. He putting the medicine in the candy. You feel me?
Good stuff.
So tap in, man. Pay attention.
Pay attention. All right.
Yeah.
So, and again, this wine, they can't find this anywhere yet, right?
You honestly, you have to become a member to get your hands on it, or you have to know somebody like this man right here, like all these beautiful people right here. You got to be a member, and you can go to WillieVSpirits.com to get a membership, or it's like the Jays, man. You got to find it for a limited time, you know. You can't just get it on every corner in every liquor store. You can't go to every club, every lounge and request it. You know, it's an exclusive item. So,
Okay. So, so we're going to definitely be talking with them further about it, man, getting the wines
Definitely.
here at Uptown. We're going to definitely talk about doing the wine tasting. And
let me tell them one thing.
Go ahead, go for it.
Hey, if y'all want to experience the Gatherer's Wine by Willie V. Spirits in a comedy club setting, check this out. The only place you can do that is going to be Uptown Comedy Corner.
Heard that.
For sure.
That's
the only place you can experience it with a comedy atmosphere is here. I told you now, so don't ask later.
That's what's up.
And there's our number one taster. This is quite good.
Thank you,
Trying to
sir.
tell you.
Appreciate it.
That says a lot
Rosé
coming from
don't
Master
play.
Cop.
Man, come on with it.
That's
I
what
fully endorse it.
Thank you
see,
very
fully
much.
endorse it.
Let's get it.
Well,
Let's
I need
get
to
it.
do my shameless plug, PM Media and Marketing, for all your PR and media needs. Period.
Speak on it.
Yes, sir.
Speak on it. You have a website. Where can they go to? How do they find you?
PM Media and Marketing. Google me.
Google.
Instagram too. Check
Yes.
her out. Feel me?
And I have a website, PM Media and Marketing. Everything. Portia Madrid, everything. If you type in Portia Madrid, all of mine, because I do nails, I do everything. All of my clients, everything I do
Sticky
will
fingers.
pop up. It will pop right on up. Portia Madrid. Bop! Got it again, baby. Don't jump.
Sir.
All right. So y'all may find this interesting as well as we move on to our next guest, because this is we love highlighting black business, black excellence, right? So and then we have a family tandem, who've been doing it from the bootstraps, right?
Yes.
So Moretta, tell us about
What's going
as
on
you
with
introduce, tell us about what's going on with the tell them about the company,
Okay.
the name, and where we are. What's going on?
My name is Moretta Johnson, as he told you. We kind of ended up getting two deals. I was managing Jacques, and his dad was on the road with us, and we were doing all this with the music since a teenager. And he finally produced his own song with his own production called Quality Time. And for some reason in Singapore and Indonesia, it just started taking off. People started putting up TikTok videos in that country. And it just put it on a whole different level with TikTok and that song. And we got a call from Resident Records over there, and they were working with a gentleman here named Doug Brown. Doug Brown started help with NSYNC Backstreet Boys, all the big pop guys. And they wanted to work with Jock. And I started talking to them and started telling them my plans, of course, because Jock has different takes on things he wants to do with music. And we just didn't want to sell out to what he didn't want. And we were working on some television shows and things like that. So they called me back to offer me a position here in the U.S. to bring Resident here.
Oh, wow.
And I said, well, they said, well, you can't manage Jock anymore if you take the position. And he said, take it. So he has a new manager now, and I'm the COO of Resident US, Resident Records, and Resident Media and Film. And we just haven't announced it yet, but we have 4 television shows picked up by, they're going to be on Peachtree TV. Peachtree TV has decided to launch their own shows now, and we're the first ones that they picked up.
Is that
We're
right?
excited about that. And one of them is Jock's show as well. And I can't really tell you about the other 3, but we're excited because this is like, as a black woman, you know, having that many shows that they wanted is amazing. You know, we manage some artists here. Lil Nas X's dad is one of our people we manage. He's a great singer, by the way. Jacques is partnered with the label because he did not want to sign, so he partnered with the label. And we're starting a girls group next year as well.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a couple things. Number one, how has the transition been for you from mom to manager? I mean, how was that?
You said that like it's over.
Well, not like it's over, but she's no longer your manager. But I'm just saying, just in general, I'm just saying because how difficult that is that? Because as he's been doing it as a teenager, so as a teenager, I don't know how restrictive it was.
I'm gonna let him tell you.
But as older he's gotten, he's been able, the independence starts coming out. How's that transition? Go ahead, talk to me.
I mean, honestly, it was pretty easy at first, just like, because I was the one that said, like, hey, I think I want to rap. So then my parents, being the wonderful parents they are, like, helped me figure it out, got behind me with that. But, as you start growing, maybe saying, I think I want to say a curse word or 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, get off that real emotion behind it sometimes. Right. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie, we bump heads sometimes. But it's been a blessing that she's able to work and have her hands on all the different things that she's always wanted to do for herself, while also knowing she has my back with what I'm trying to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That makes a major part of it right there.
I think with this album that he's working with this company on, seeing just seeing him find who he is and watching him find who he is, like, Jock is such a Zen type person. Like, he's very into, like, he walks into the office to go in the studio and he's got his slides and he'll say, are you stressed today? I was like, a little bit. And he pulls out a candle out the backpack and lights it. And I'm like, who is this? Who is this? Because he doesn't like drama. And
It's just unnecessary stress. Like, I just try my best not to carry it. Like, there's no point allowing certain things to get you worked up. Like, yeah, sometimes some things do get to you, but just having that, like, self-assessment of, like, what am I really upset about?
Right.
And then taking the moments to, like, think about how you're going to correct it.
How about that?
yeah.
So the music bug, has it been in you for your entire life? I mean, were you as far as you can remember, or what?
Oh, yeah. I give all that credit to my father, honestly. We always had music playing, whether we were in the car, around the house. I think my first real, like, memory of just, like, me interacting with music, I was in the car, young age, singing, that song is Take Your Shirt Off, Swinging Like a Helicopter.
Jae Tea.
Yeah.
Petey Pablo.
Yeah,
Petey Pablo.
I'm pretty sure that was, like, my first, like, real memory of music. And then after that, came Prince, and then you jump to Ludacris, and then you get Drew Hill. Like, it's a lot that my father made sure I always had a good ear of range of music. and traditional, really composed music.
Gotcha.
Then jumping into the boy choir when I was younger, the Atlanta boy choir, very prestigious. Following his steps with that as well.
Okay. Good stuff. So, how did you decide, and whose decision was it? Because you've been independent your entire career, correct? So, how did you make those decisions in terms of signing with the label versus staying independent?
Well, it was partnering.
Yeah.
There is a difference. You try to, I don't know, just trying to keep, I guess, as much control as possible, making sure it's beneficial for both sides. And really just knowing that I do want to eventually branch out into other things, and knowing where things are coming from and how we're going to put those intentions behind those things.
Well, one thing I try to tell people, give an example of what Jacques did. When he says partner with the label, you don't have to sign to a label if they will allow you to be a partner with them, which means instead of getting 1%, 2%, and you're doing all this traveling and streaming, you can do 40%. You're a partner. So it makes you grind harder because now you have equity in yourself. And that's why we're able to come up with non-traditional ways, and it's very tough being a CEO as a black female in this industry, in the entertainment industry. Oh my God. I've had everything said to me, and baby this and sugar that, and, because they expect if you want this from me as a woman, they can do whatever, say whatever. But I admire Jacques never being in a hurry to, we're looking at some of the deaths. He and I were talking about that today that are happening with hip hop and rappers, and and I tell people we've lost good music, and we've got caught up in popularity. The internet has made popularity so bad that people do bad deals with bad people, and we've been offered bad deals with bad people, but you got to remember you owe people.
Right.
And that's the flip side of that, it's like you do have people that are struggling, you have people that are hungry, and you wave a little bit of money in their face, like
Yeah.
you're gonna go take that, because why wouldn't they? Like they have families.
Right.
So like it's the same thing, like flaunting and stuff, like you just gotta be careful with it.
And people, it's hard to tell a child or a young person or a young man who didn't have a family there to help them through their career or to be there, and their family struggling, and you're offering them money from the street to say, I can get you 100,000 streams. I can get you this. I can get you that. Of course they're going to take it. Okay, but now you've taken that $200,000 to get radio, because that's why we hear such bad songs sometimes that are very popular, because all
they
it
got
takes
budgets.
is payola, all it takes is
Right.
some money, right? So now you hear that, and you're out here, and you're popular now, but dude's still back there. And he say, well, you owe me $400,000.
Right.
Because you're popular now, and I want VIP next week. And then you start hiding from dude. So we have to be very careful. I tell people, treat it as a business from the jump.
It is.
When he was young, we set up corporation, EIN, record label. Just treat it as a business and put your money that you're making into you as a business. And what you make is what you spend, and people notice. And sometimes the people that notice aren't the people, who you think should be noticing, like Singapore and Indonesia, for him was just amazing. And, now to be able to work with the fraternity, and I'll let him tell you about that, that's just amazing.
So did you tour over there, or they heard the music?
They
Literally just the power of the internet.
Power of
Power of the
Yeah.
internet, TikTok. They started making TikTok streams and
Wow.
videos about how they're spending their quality time with their family. They all were showing how they're doing it during the pandemic.
And that's part of like the things like I just try not to get so worked up about, because it's like created that song and I didn't formally release it at first. I just kind of threw it out on SoundCloud, and it got so much attention so fast where I was like, all right, let me go ahead and just like put it out everywhere and make sure it gets to TikTok. This was 2020. This is like real, like TikTok is just like become like what we know it as now. I was like, let me just go ahead and make sure it's in everybody's hands. I see there is a demand for this song, and that is different. So then, yeah, just the power of the internet, and it reached people.
Wow.
Yeah. When we saw it doing the TikTok movement over there and we saw the people, we were like, how do these people keep passing the song around? So me being the marketing person, I released press releases in Indonesia
There you go.
Okay.
about, the growth of the song. So that made everybody over there looking in their papers and their magazines say, oh, wow, so,
Wow.
yeah.
Powerful. And Jock, you've toured. I mean, it's like you've been doing this for a minute. Name some of the people you've toured with.
Well, at a young age, I was opening for Mindless Behavior with the OMG girls. I've opened for T.I., opened for the late DMX, opened for Migos here in the city before. Stuff kind of all over the place, but we try to keep it as things that and other artists that make sense. Being on a ticket together.
Yeah. So before we get into you had a question?
He do.
Yeah, I got a few questions. If you had to name your number one influence that got you, were not your mom, not your family, but what person did you see yourself wanting to emulate? Not emulate, but that's, okay, he's got it all. Who was it?
Overall, I just have to say Prince. I have to. Just
Like that?
so unapologetically himself, quiet when he could be, very like just capturing energy when he knew he needed to, and the creativity is just out of this world.
Oh yeah, hell, the best concerts ever.
We've had people that I feel like God has just blessed certain things, like the way he loves Prince so much in my family. My cousin who I just lost and Jock, they just love Prince, so he grew up with it. And he's got one song that's going to be on the album, and we talked to Sheila E.'s manager, and she said, I love it, and it's so Prince-like. So she's putting New Power Generation together for him. So it's like, wow.
What's your favorite Prince
Still
song?
had a crush on Sheila back in the day.
He's got so many different
What's your
type
favorite
layers.
Prince song?
You can't do that, man.
You just can't do that.
Can't do that.
Do you go back to his early stuff, like Bambi, International Lover, or do you go more with Lady Cab Driver, Little Red Corvette? What part of Prince did you start first feeding on before you learned is just told what he does?
I really just have like a strong connection with the Love Symbol album, Raven to the Joy Fantastic, and Purple Rain, of course. But picking a song, I think that just like never kind of lets me down. I think it would be, it's a toss-up between I Would Die For You and probably Baby I'm a Star.
Oh,
It's just, you have to dance, you have to get into it.
okay.
And then also having the visuals from the film as well. Like, it takes it to a
Yeah.
Best ever.
So if you had to name your, what genre or genres do you fall into, which ones would it be?
I would say hip-hop.
Hip-hop?
Yeah, for sure. I be rapping, but I just get creative.
Oh, don't say that now, because we will put you on the spot.
You my type of
So
person.
We will
look.
put you on the spot now.
And that's the thing, and that's another thing of these, I don't know, stigmas, I guess. I've never just sat in my room and tried to freestyle, you know what I'm saying? That's nothing that I've ever just
Oh,
wanted
you
to
don't,
do.
you never freestyle?
I take so much pride in my pen. Like, you let me sit down, I'm out rapping anybody. I promise you. Like, I'm at this point where, like, you know what I'm saying? Not no
Just a
street
few
stuff.
bars.
Not no street stuff. Like,
Well, don't have to be
if
street,
some,
though,
if some,
no.
but I'm saying,
I'm
if someone wants to spar
B.
with a
Rakim.
pen and we go back and forth on a track, I'm so ready.
Well, why don't you just give us something that you already got then, since you don't freestyle? Just a snippet for the people.
Just a snippet,
you know,
snip,
maybe they
snip.
don't have access to the
Snippet,
internet.
snip, snip.
And they need to know your talent ability.
I don't really
They want some bars, man.
Yeah, or a little do re mi something.
Yeah, I gotta pull out notes and stuff. I can do that if you want me to.
I feel like you can.
Yeah, I feel
We,
it. I feel it.
we can
I
we
feel
can
like
pull
he
up the
about to
music
do it.
anytime.
We
Don't
got
worry.
plenty of videos.
Yeah, we'll pull up the music. Now, what rap influences do you have?
Kendrick, Future, Drake, Cole. Really big on Larry June right now.
Man, what you know about Larry June? Yee, talking to me. Yes, Lord. Yeah. Hey.
Well, we're going to try to go a little bit. You own the place, man. I'm trying to know it's good, but come on now. Come on. You that
I got ice in mine.
Lo, we got your
good.
we
I'm
got your
telling you, it's
your
really
dad
that
involved
good.
in one of the shows. You know,
I have a couple other questions. Now,
your dad.
if I toss
involved
something
with
at
one
you,
of the TV
do you
shows.
do you listen to any of the greats?
Oh, listen to what?
The greats, like if you had Tupac or Biggie, which one would you fall in?
I would say Pac first.
Come on, now, y'all make it seem like it's a landslide.
I think Pac, it was everything about him.
Versatility.
Biggie is someone that's musically inclined will tell you his structure, his music structure of songs. It's crazy. It literally changed a lot of ways that we rap
Exactly.
today.
Something like Kanye
But
West.
Pac, that energy, like you from the first second you turn it on, you're like chills. You know what I'm saying? So I would say Pac.
It's that medicine, boy.
And Pac gave you a more extensive catalog. It's only so much Biggie you can really go until it's
Yeah.
over. Pac, he's still releasing songs. Quiet as kept from Puerto Rico with Elvis. So I mean,
Very
Puerto
true.
Rico.
Very true.
Yeah, we got Daddy on the.
You
Yeah,
silly.
For real.
yeah. He's we have a show called Celebrity Moms Check In. And it's
Right.
moms of celebrities. We got Nicki Minaj's mom and
Nice.
Selena Johnson's mom
Oh, I
and
seen.
the Game's mom and a lot of them. I can't even. Danny Lay. It's a lot of them. Yeah, and your dad is one of the people that's gonna be hanging out with us.
Who's that?
Your dad.
Get out of here. For real?
Pops on
Wow.
Yes. So
That's
tell
it.
him I told it.
That's interesting. Yeah, he didn't held that close to the vest. How about that? Okay. So Moretta, before we get into Jock going into what he's doing for the frat, tell me about what is resident, correct?
Resident.
What's the goals for this? What's your mission right here for that label? Was it considered a label? What is it? Is that correct
Yes,
terminology?
we have a label,
Okay,
and
go
we
ahead.
have a film and media company. So it's Resident Records and Resident Media and Film.
Okay.
One thing we want to do on the label side is to continue what we started with Jock about partnerships.
Okay.
We also want to do some distribution. We're working with Universal to try to lock in some distribution right now, but we want to keep the independence of the artist so that they can do things the way they want to do it. And we sit down and have business with them on what they're doing and create innovative ideas and ways to do things. On the media and film side, same thing. Like Celebrity Mamas, that brand, we've had people say, oh, well, we would pick up the show, but we want the moms to fight every 15 seconds. And I'm like, mamas fighting? Who's doing that? Not us black women. We're not doing that with our mamas.
Right.
So, again, being innovative, keeping it under our vest and rechanging it and making it our own with this company, we found a partner that said, okay, I like what you're doing. So these moms get to show off things that are very extraordinary that they've always wanted to do with their children or by themselves. So it's going to be really interesting to watch and see what they're doing.
And that's good stuff because you've been working on that particular project for a while. You stuck with it the
Yeah,
whole way.
because people wanted so much
Yeah.
bad stuff from it.
Yeah.
And then we had some bad people that I didn't want to affiliate with on it. So I had to kind of say, let's redo something different with it,
Okay.
make it different, do something else. So when Resident wanted to recreate, they started working with me to recreate and bring it under their brand.
That's what's up. Good stuff. So with that being said, Brother Jock, and I say brother Jock because Jock is now, member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. You know how it goes, man. He's one of the Blue Phi brothers along with his dad.
What's the call? What's the call?
For us,
Yeah.
we Blue Phi.
You know.
Okay.
There it is. There it is. So, brother Jock, tell us what you're doing. What's your goals with this project and how you integrate it into the fraternity and what have you?
Well, it all starts. I am dropping a single September 30th. It's called Love in the Air. And with that part of the rollout, we started a scholarship fund with the fraternity. We spoke to the president and everything. And so to get a part of the scholarship fund and donate, we have items that are available. We have our T-shirts, memorabilia for the members of the Blue and White family. And then also we have these trading cards. And the trading cards is basically of me, basically. And then the idea is that they will grow in worth as, I'm doing what I'm doing.
Right.
But like I said, the proceeds are going to the scholarship fund.
So like Pokemon cards.
Yeah, for sure.
So the trading card company stepped up and so anybody can go online, buy the trading card for this campaign, and just keep it, pass it down, and one day you can say, yeah,
super
it's
duper
great.
smart,
They're doing it for
especially
artists now.
If your biggest artist is third world countries where that will hit, they'll be trading and playing, and that is super.
It gives
Shut
them
up, Mom.
equity. It gives
Mama
people
Ju-
equity in the artist.
Yeah.
So just imagine if they were doing trading cards and you had Drake when he first, started doing his thing, So everything he does with the television show we just landed for him, when that comes out, you got a trading card.
Right.
So everything that happens now they're $15, but then they go to $20, and then one day you're opening it up for your kid and going, look,
It's a million.
they're probably gonna go cash it in on you, but at least it's something that, and it's part of the fraternity. It symbolizes everything about him, the design of it. So I really admire, as a historic Black Greek fraternity, which is my frat brothers, by the way, I'm a Zeta.
Oh.
This new leadership with the Zetas and the Sigmas, very innovative. They're looking into new things and they're branching out together to do things. And when we spoke to them about having a piece of this going to the scholarship fund, other labels don't do that. Like, who do you know giving back to the community with the artists on what they're doing?
Who cares about education, period?
Right.
Yeah.
And he designed the scholarship that he wanted, for artists or people
That's
who
dope.
are in art, in business, to be able to benefit from this. And so it goes hand in hand. So now we're setting a precedent. So what other Greek organization, now we can show the power of what we can do. Because we're asking everyone in the organization to stream the song on the 30th when it comes out and
Right.
pass it along. So now you can say the organization got the 100,000 streams and made it go Billboard.
When the NFT dropping? Because that's what I hear next. When is that dropping?
Well, you know what? We were going to do an NFT. We were.
like-
But you will be surprised of how many people, especially older people, they don't understand it. They shy away from it. And we may do it later. He has an opportunity for the NFT and the Bitcoin. They even designed the coin already. So we are, and with the moms as well.
Yes.
So that's something we have been working on, but the timing, I just don't think is right now.
Well, I
for it.
claim it with you, okay?
I just don't
I
think
think
it's the time.
also a part of that, I think it's been a blessing to where like we know we still do have that space available, but I think you make a larger impact doing physical things in the real world right now. You know what I'm saying? That's how you really like touching people. I think Ye said that as well. He's like, I'm trying to make things for the real world right now. Like people need things, so.
Tangible shit.
People they got to get back. We got to get back a little bit. We are, the world has become so inundated with technology, and we're doing some damage a little bit. And sometimes you just, I read this thing about skin on skin contact. It said people desire and need skin on skin. They need it. You need it. And it's the same with something in your hand. That's why when we teamed with the trading card company, sometimes you just want to feel something that you got some equity in,
Right.
You want to hold on to it and go pull it out the box and
I paid this so I can touch it.
right.
Yeah.
So, for $15, you got a part of something that could turn into something major in equity. And I don't want people calling back talking about, well, there was only 10,000 of them and I didn't get one. Is there? No, there's no more.
That's the point.
There are no
That
more
is the
after
point,
this.
baby.
Exclusive.
Go on and trade you one.
There are no more. So, we're excited about what Phi Beta Sigma is doing.
Awesome.
It's great. We're
That's
excited.
what's up.
That's awesome. I'm proud of my frat, man. They doing some innovative stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah. Also, just being able to finally cross over and join the fraternity as well.
How was that, man? How was that for you with your dad being, and to know brother Jock, man. Jock we all went to West Georgia. Jock and I and Amaretta, and Jock was a charter line.
Yeah.
So he got us started. He got the line started down in West
He
Georgia.
started the line at West Georgia.
So he's our heritage, for the West.
See you over there, bro.
So knowing that,
Yeah.
how did that make you feel?
It's always felt right, but I did feel like I was now walking more in my purpose. I did have an understanding of, growing into a man, figuring out what's gonna be my legacy, and just walking in that.
That's good stuff, bro. Man.
We got one more to work on.
You royal.
We got one more to work on.
Yeah.
I had that one a little late, so something about those older eggs just, he just got his own little way of doing
Younger
things.
generation is different.
You're going to figure
He's
it out.
different.
Yeah, keep being a weirdo. And don't ever, I'm so for real. Don't ever let nobody stop you from being a weirdo, because being a weirdo is being different.
Right.
It's marching to the beat of your own drum. And if you want to embody Prince, to me, that he's the best weirdo that ever was.
Yeah.
I
Purple
like
Rain.
Prince. I don't see Prince as weird. I see Prince as probably the best artist. He slays Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was the best entertainer. Prince, hands down, was the best artist.
So it's like
Because he was authentic.
I try not to get into that conversation.
When he plays
Yeah,
every
the concert.
instrument.
Right.
I try not to
hear
get
you
into
on
that
that.
conversation of
I hear you
Prince
on
versus
that.
Michael. I also have the same birthday as Michael.
Oh.
Yeah.
Prince versus Michael, that's like blasphemy.
Yeah,
so I
it's-
would never.
If you saw Prince in concert and he pulls out all the different instruments, it's amazing that he can play those instruments, And
degree he does.
yes, and it's like, this is just,
That's not
his
discrediting
performance
anybody.
is amazing.
No, I think it's more so the reason why I said Prince for you, because it's for Prince, it was, I'm going to be this and y'all going to ride the wave, whatever that wave may be, versus Michael, I'm going to create the wave and then y'all going to give the wave back to me and I'm just going to roll with it. I have to be what the people want me to be versus this is what it is.
I
agree.
And you,
I agree
this is
100%.
what it is.
I agree with 100%.
Right.
Yeah,
Prince didn't let-
that's a great distinction too.
And Prince didn't let his music waver.
Yeah.
Because a lot of his shit, remember when Prince first came out? And everybody was like, man, that guy's old. That first album cover he did was laying on the
Yeah.
album. And people covered up like this. What you think, man? Joking around. But I remember International Lover, Bambi,
Soft
his
and
early
Wet.
music that was on point. And you could see him evolving as an artist. But when you saw him when he went to, got more religious, and never sung. I went to a concert, I was so upset. Because I knew the songs he was supposed to sing. And he didn't sing any of them. But you weren't mad.
Yeah.
Because like I said, he plays and people will forget, Prince, some of his albums, he did all the music himself in the studio. He had a band, but they weren't on his albums. That was him. So when you go back and listen to a Prince song, the degree of artistry that occurs on a Prince song, just instrument-wise.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, tell me.
Hits,
Sure,
There's no
hits,
sure.
hits for
say that.
other
No,
people.
I'm not going.
Prince was straight up
Strike
slave
your
Michael
board.
Jackson.
I'm not getting in that. I'm just saying.
Prince was slave Michael Jackson. Unless you gotta go to Michael
People get
Jackson,
upset
Jackson
when you start comparing, boy. They,
Right, it's going to turn into a fight.
Over
this
here,
one.
yes, they
upset.
they
Yes.
set. Like
That's why I'm
it's-
asking cop. I'm controversial.
I decided to let him be after he got to be an adult, and I really realized who he was. I said, now I know he's a little special, so I'm just gonna let him be him, and we left it alone. And that seems like when everything just.
That's when it works.
Nah, I really just like outside my family and like my close friends, like I mean, pandemic and all that stuff helped, but like I really just cut myself off, and I've been blessed for this time period for like the past like 2.5 years now. I started learning how to produce and making all my own stuff, and just realizing, taking life experience, and even when you do get writer's block, like not stressing over it, not trying to force it, it's having that recognition of, oh, I need to go live some more life for a second and then come back to it.
Wow, good stuff.
So yeah, I've just been creating for like past like 2 years now.
It's dope, man.
Helping me find myself.
So it's the song for you before the music. You just write how you know what I mean. Like, where's the inspiration come from? You don't have to. Like, some people have to go hear the music, get the beat, then they write to it.
Yeah, I write to beats. I write to beats. I always feel, because I just take songs so seriously. That's why I was saying, like, with the freestyling and stuff, it's just, growing up, I realized how much songs impacted me. Like, I feel like there are so many great people, like, we personally know, just, like, out on the street that can rap. You know what I'm saying? And, like Drake said, you claim you made a hit, go do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cherish the whole process of making a song, writing it, making the song, recording it, listening back to it, mixing it, going out, performing it. That's a whole nother monster in itself. So I like writing to the beats and making sure I have every second of every song how I want it.
When we first saw him perform, his dad and I were like,
Who
who
is he?
is this? who is this? And he's always backstage in his dressing room, just like he is right now. And then he goes on stage, it's a whole different person, and then he comes right back, goes back to, and we're like, what is this? Like,
Really?
he loves performing, so it's, when you find out what, now he's our artist for the label, but when you find out, I tell people all the time, you know your child. You know who he is, what they like, what they don't like. I have a younger one that can sing, but he hates it. He doesn't sing for anybody. But he's a business-minded person. He's into finance and numbers, and so I nurture that for him.
Right.
Let them be who they are,
Absolutely.
but teach them how to make it work. And that's why I tell people, everything in itself is a business. Everything can make money, and especially if you love it.
Yeah.
You just got to be innovative enough and business-minded enough to make it happen.
That's right. I agree with that.
The only difference in people who are successful, like the Oprah Winfreys and the Tyler Perrys and the Angelo Sykes and
Portia Madrid.
is not giving up.
Right.
That's the only difference. They all have a story.
That's it.
They all have a story about how they lived in the car, or was poor and abused, or everybody has a story, but they did not stop.
Yeah.
That's the only difference in us.
That's it.
It's the time spent that makes you a professional.
That's
10,000
also
hours.
my like slogan, I guess. It's my beat tag. Why you gonna stop now? Like, been working on it. Why you gonna stop now?
Somebody go stop now.
Because you don't
I
know
like
when
that.
that day is.
Right. That's the crazy thing. You never know.
You don't know when that
He
day
said
is.
Tyler, that show he thought nobody was gonna come was the Pack That show that got him to where he is
Right.
now. So you never,
You never know what that day is. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, Ja, when you performing, right? Do you go into a zone?
I'll black out.
Black out? Really?
Like, yeah, and it's like, I love, like, I'm still at this point to where, like, not, you don't really know me, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how the music gonna sound. You see me walk out there, you're like, what is he about to do? And it's like, because I'm opening for bigger people, I know you're not here to see me, you're here to see them. It's like walking into enemy territory. I love it. I love it.
You got to take their
'Cause
fans.
You don't know this song, you've never heard it before, you may have heard it before, you don't know the words to it, you can't sing along, you can't really get into it, but I have your attention 24/7. And I know that I'm doing something right at that point. So that's what I love about it, honestly.
So do you still go by the moniker, who is Jock Johnson? 'Cause that was you for a while. Who is
Yeah.
Jock Johnson?
Yeah, we're actually bringing it back. That's going to be was the name of the show for the television show. But yeah, just performing, man. I think that's what I really love the most about it. And studying. People used to laugh at me. I'd be like, I'm about to go do some homework. And I'll just listen to music, or I just watch concerts, like full concerts, beginning to end.
Really?
Yeah. Seeing all the best showmen and crowd control, and seeing, this R&B song can get people hyped. It's like, if you listen to it by yourself, it's like a slow song. But these people are singing their hearts out. Right. That stems from production. That stems from word choice. Like every part of it.
Quality.
Yeah, every part of it.
And he loves to say he's a hip hop and he's a rapper. It sounds so melodic when he does his songs to me. I told him, I said, "Are you sure?"
I just got a range.
Are you sure? Because you can hear some singing, and it's very melodic. Every song to me is. I have my favorites, of course, and
Right.
he tells me, "Stay away from the music. I need you to focus on the office in there, and you just stay away from the studio. I'm not allowed. Just stay away."
So I gotta ask this question. You talk hip hop. You kind of mentioned it earlier. This current hip hop industry that we're in now, and like you said earlier, you talked about people being killed, and is number one, what's your take on that? How do you, when you as an artist and then a hip hop artist, what's your take when you just see murder after murder after murder?
You can't help but feel for him, because it's like, I know what I'm trying to do. Like, I just want to make some good music, take care of my family, like, stay out the way. Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's a lot of different factors, like where you come from, being able to like get away from that, and then just where we are as far as like constantly trying to be in front of the camera, trying to I don't know, just the social media aspect of, you have to almost make people feel lesser than.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're looking at that like, I want that, but is that really gonna work for me?
So I have a question to piggyback on that.
Yeah.
Since you picked a genre of rap, and you see what a lot of the other rap artists are doing, are you going to use that platform to speak out, not against the other rappers, but to keep it more on the positive side, or make a rap up dealing with the violence of black on black violence? That's the number one killer of black males.
Oh, for sure. This first single is called "Love in the Air" because I feel like to start, like, we gotta just promote love to start with, and then building from there. Just trying to stay positive as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? And we're also in a great time where there's so much attention on mental health and things like that. So I think that's a big thing for us to lead with as well. But it's never gonna truly change me and my music. That's always just how it's been from the beginning. I'm just given a bigger platform to really reach more people. But you can't talk on other people's circumstances and things like that. That is just a world I've never been in. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know what these people go through and things they've been through and still going through. So.
Can I chime in really quickly?
Yeah.
Because it's verbiage that I look for when people talk. And you and your mom, y'all say this is the music business.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of people refer to the rap game and they end up in jail or dead because they think it's a game.
Yeah.
But this is business. You've educated yourself. You surrounded yourself with a great team that you know they're not going to do anything to you. And so you have a different perspective.
Yeah.
But you understand both sides. You
I
something
mean,
special.
yeah, I know how it can get, but I've never had any instances in my past life that I feel like will catch up to me. You know what I'm saying? Or anything
And you
like
won't,
that.
because it's the way that you move it. You won't.
Yeah.
It's energy give off.
Right.
Right.
Positive attracts positive. I got another question though. Since you're in this business and there's a lot of pressure that comes with it, what do you do outside of music? So your fans out there when they see this, because right now they may not see it, but when you make it big, when they Google your name, everything you ever did is gonna show up. What do you do to keep yourself grounded?
Most recently, and it's like I said, I've been very thankful for this time and not trying to rush things. The gym, man, that I feel like is the most important time. Just mentally taking a step back, putting in some earphones, and you just go work on you. You know what I'm saying? The gym, video games, watching football, like pretty regular outside of the music stuff, business.
What's your team?
Falcons.
Oh,
Dirty Bird.
He knew before he said that.
I was raised on it.
Let me
man.
start singing Rotimi.
You raised on it.
so so you got your feelings hurt this weekend too, huh?
Yeah.
Do we even feel anymore? At this point? Like, I mean, it's like we went into the fourth quarter so happy, bro, so happy, and it's
Boy,
like
they
you
were
just
on
see it, you
Facebook
just see it
too, boy.
slowly, you see it slowly like slip away, and
Wow,
you're
you
just like,
see it. You literally can see it slip
okay.
away.
Numb to it.
Because I remember being on campus watching the Super Bowl. Everybody's like, "Oh, we going downtown. We shutting down the streets."
I'm
We
still
can't wait."
mad about that
We're
shit.
having that taken away.
I'm still
and I
hurt.
could tell you everything we're doing right, everything we're doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? I believe in the franchise. They'll figure it out, but it is what it is right now.
Dallas put me on. I'm from Long Beach, but the Cowboys and Falcons, y'all are pretty synonymous at this point. We love you, but we don't know what you're going to do in the clutch,
Never
baby.
know.
We don't know.
It's bad.
Yeah.
I feel for my Falcon brothers and sisters. It's bad.
I was in the stadium Sunday, man. I was sitting there. I said, man, if the Falcons don't get a field goal right here, they're gonna lose. And they were still up by 10. But you could just, like I said, you could just sense, okay, something's not going right now. You know what I mean? It's like,
But the flip side of that is, we the best trash talkers in the league, though.
still talk trash. Yeah.
During the game, we gonna talk trash.
Oh, man.
But by the time it's over, we just head down, going home.
It was so bad, man. Now I said we had Saints fans here, Saints fan. Boy, when they went up by 10, boy, oh man,
It
you
was
talking
a
about
wrap.
trash talk? Oh boy. But when them jokers got doggone took that lead, man. When I
Told
say them
your friend
Saints
to get
fans
the car.
lit,
You could have
when I
put
say
a
they
rat
lit
piss on
in,
that.
they lit in so hard, boy. Ooh.
You saw that video of the Saints fans
Right.
after the game?
Oh, yeah.
They were just getting all excited, just celebrating.
Listen, I saw it. When I walked from my seat, they were all on the tables. I mean, it was
Yeah,
it
you got to
was
fight the conversation.
it was wild, man. It was really
Good
wild.
for them. Good for them.
So can y'all discuss the TV show? Like, what's it gonna be about?
Yeah.
Like, what's
The premise is just honestly showing my journey, and the people around me, figuring out the business, and just like I said, promoting positivity, starting there, and just trying to see where it goes, and also, like we said, showing people who is Jock Johnson for real.
So we're just kind of putting it all out there, letting people, hopefully it's a lesson too, for the people who are trying or want to be in the industry, or families. Like, we have drama like everybody else. We have business drama like everybody else, and, emotions, and, because he can get real emotional. Lord help, he'll go from 0 to 90, that introvert, in a minute.
Real quick.
But, love life that I try to stay out of.
I want to ask, too. Please, I feel like I'm hijacking y'all interview.
No, go ahead. 'cause
No, because it's just
he
like
likes
when
women
my clients, because
Oh.
I used to be management as well, and I was like, this is like glorifying babysitting. So let me do PR where I don't have to invest my money and
I have
take you
learned
to
the
clinics
hard
for
way.
abortions. It's just too much. So when it comes to getting the women, because that is a part of the job. Oh, he see her, but he can't go and talk to her. Who is the person that's grabbing? Is mommy grabbing or daddy grabbing? Who grabbing the baddie?
Answer that, man.
Who's grabbing the baddie?
His manager is one of his best friends.
Okay.
So I don't know what they do, but I
mean, day one, I've never had trouble in that department.
Oh, period, boo.
I mean,
Period, purple.
Not even like that though.
Period,
Like I
purple.
really just haven't. So, but like coming out of basically just always being in a relationship as I've been growing, past few years now. Like I said, being able to have that time to myself and just figuring out certain things about myself and things I did wrong, things that I need to see from a partner and things like that. So, yeah, I wouldn't say I'm not like not looking, but I think the right situation presents itself, I'll be open to it.
Period. You gotta look in the camera when you say that. You can't look over here. They don't think you trying to holler at me. You gotta look in the camera.
Yeah, you know, the timing will be right. I'll know it. You know what I'm saying? You won't have to force it.
Yeah. I feel like he wicked at me, y'all. We got this style. We got the glasses in this car.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, if you older, he likes it for some reason. If you're a little bit crazy, I think those are the ones he likes. I'm like,
Okay, I'm 33. I'm a psycho. And I'm just being honest.
I said, can you stop trying to save people? Let them have their mental health breakdown without you. One
I
night
love
somebody
it.
called me one
I mean,
night
'cause,
and they
like-
were like, Miss Johnson.
And part of it,
What's going on? What was he there? What's said on Sarah?
Is he at your place? Because I can't find him.
Oh.
but part of that is like
Jesus.
part of that is like I said, like realizing things that I did wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Also taking that responsibility, accountability. Like, yeah, just used to be kind of all over the place, kind of toxic, kind of ain't shit.
But that's what makes the best music.
Yeah.
And you gotta make
mean-
sure you find somebody that's gonna understand.
Yeah,
It's a contrast.
I was talking to one of my friends that also makes music not too long ago. I was just like, I think I'm at that point where, you know what I'm saying, like I've written away all my past situations, just life and women and things like that, and current situations. I'm just like, I think I need another woman to come ruin my life real quick. For creative purposes.
For creative purposes.
Yeah. Like, just
You just need muse.
just
That's
here
an
and
artist.
there. Just come stress me out for a little bit.
Right. Come say whose piece of hair in the sink. Yes.
Hell no.
Why we gotta be stressed though? Why women gotta be stressed? Like, why we gotta be?
I mean, it's
Exactly
but
why
it's,
do
but
they
it's
have to be
us
stressed?
accepting it. Like we know what it is going into it. It's just, am I going to be able to put up with what you're bringing?
That's true. That's with anybody.
And can you do the same for me?
Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, just an outsider looking in, you got a good foundation. So it'll even itself out. It's very rare you find mom and dads that's still together. It's very rare you find people that grew up in a
we
two-parent
say all
home. It's just rare. So we know that the foundation is there. Yeah, you got some little kinks, but we can iron that out.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think people have to understand when you have a child and you're a couple, whether you're married, whether you were together, whether you are together, there is nothing more important.
Right.
Your life is secondary. I tell people that all the time
That's why I don't have one yet.
we've also lost one. So that teaches you how special every moment is.
Right.
When you've buried a child, you got a whole different outlook on how your day can change.
100%.
So you treasure them. You treasure the moments. And I tell people that all the time. If you're dating someone and you have a child with them and you're with somebody else, or no matter what, you need to become a whole unit then, because there's nothing more important,
The unit.
And it's, my mom used to tell me, I still worry about you to this day. That never changes, no matter how old or, she worries about me. Have you made it home yet? And I'm driving back, have you made it yet?
And you got kids.
And
True story. True story.
interesting. It never stops.
Never stops.
Well, I'm kidless, by the way.
He is too, by the way.
Oh, by the way. By the way.
cause why?
Because I ain't married.
No, I'm saying
Oh.
like personally, like, cause why? Like, I'm just not ready for that yet. Like, trying to get my stuff where I want it, and finding the right person to do that, go on that journey with.
Just drop your age like the mic. What is that?
I'm 26. I just turned
Oh,
26.
You young.
Yeah.
You's a whippersnapper. Okay.
Said a whippersnapper.
All right.
All y'all whippersnappers are talking about.
So like, what is that like threshold of like, we get called young, but y'all want us to understand that we're adults, but like what is that?
Where's the threshold?
Yeah.
Well,
Like, when do we stop looking at it as being like
from a
kids?
parental standpoint, there is no threshold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get that.
I have to remind my mom all the time. You know I'm 52, right?
I know. They don't.
Now you're a good 52, right?
Well, thank you very
All
much.
right.
And I'm older than you, so.
Correct. right.
Yeah.
Look even better.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, so you always that's always gonna be that's parental from a parental standpoint. You know, I mean, anybody that's younger, you're just gonna always look at.
Y'all got good genes. Got good genes.
I agree. My parents both look good, so I'm proud of that fact. That's good stuff, man. I'm really proud of you, man. So listen, you know, we always have to dig into a little conversations, right? And we have y'all here for that. So, first of all, I gotta give a huge shout out to the Queen. And if you read my post, you know I'm not talking about the Queen of England.
She's dead.
I'm talking about the GOAT.
Serena?
Queen Serena.
That's right.
Shout out to Queen Serena, recently retired. And we just can't say enough about what that family and those sisters, particularly the ones that we know, Venus and Serena, where they came from, you know, from the streets of Compton.
I watched that
and
movie and it was
It was
very eye-opening.
It was dynamic, wasn't it?
Very
You know what I
eye-opening.
mean? And it was consistent with the story that they've always told throughout the years. And you know, the father. You know what I mean?
Sister daddy.
They can call him whatever they want to call
Yeah,
him.
that's admirable.
That's a
admirable.
businessman.
But what
He
he
the original
did,
Kris Jenner.
yeah, for what he did for those kids from day one,
Exactly.
and to see the vision in them. Because I remember the interview when he said back in the day, y'all think Venus is good, wait till y'all see Serena. He said she's gonna be much better. At the time, Venus was on all the sports pages, all the everything. She was the cover of sports. She was
People
everything.
forget that, yeah.
And everybody like, how's that possible that somebody gonna be better than Venus?
Because I bred them.
Hey. But here comes that young lady named Serena Williams, and she came out like a firecracker. And for her career, man, I just think it was absolutely remarkable. You know, and even though she didn't get her goal, because I think she tried to push, she wanted it so bad those last couple of years to get that record. She wanted it so badly that she struggled in those finals. I think she put too much pressure on herself. You know what I mean? Because she was clearly better than her opponent, but she's made errors that she didn't normally make. I think she wanted it so badly. But
I don't think she wanted it so badly. I feel like for us, she needed to get it.
no, if you look at her, the way she
she's a
played,
beast.
that record meant so much to her, and she said it. That record meant so much to her. But you know, but when you do the research on Margaret, whatever her name is, the one who had the record, you know, it was so few tournaments, it was so fewer players.
Right.
You know what I mean, she won 3 of her majors by default because the person they didn't even play in them. You know what I mean? So to me,
It's a different time for
it was a different time.
Yep.
But we watched Serena win all 23 of hers.
There's nobody.
It was
Period. Wasn't no
Yeah, there's
default.
nobody
No
better.
default.
Wasn't no default.
And the best part about it is, I think what always stands out to me, I'm glad you mentioned Venus, because it's like the sisterly love that they showed for each other. Because I remember, I
Right.
think it was like a Wimbledon, and she was matched up against her sister. Remember that? And it's like she has something that Venus doesn't have, because Venus was playing like, okay, sister, let's do this, and Serena's like,
She's trying to kill her, Mo. She's trying to kill her.
Opponent right now.
Right.
I mean, and you saw that switch go off. You saw that switch go off so many times, even when she's sloppy early on, and then she's okay, I got to bring this back under control. And the way she did, and I liked the way it went from descriptions they were giving, like she moves like a lioness, she moves like a leopard, she moves like it was almost animalistic, and then it took a while, but even the greats, Everett, Navratilova was the first one to come out, and she was considered the GOAT, the best. And I remember when she passed the torch to Steffi Graf. And I'm a tennis fan, so
Clearly.
And then so when you saw that, but you saw the descriptions that the commentators gave of her animalistic, and then Navratilova was the first one to come out and says, no, she's just good. And then that's when all of a sudden everybody tried to emulate her, but they tried to cheapen her by making her into an animal. You know, we trained the monkey to do whatever.
Right.
And she kept her head above that. She's always, you could see, sometimes she's so a loser, but she always gave her all in those matches. And like I said, she's the GOAT of all time. And people are not going to do it because it's sexist society, but you could put her accomplishments up against any athlete.
Right.
In any
No,
sport.
for sure.
And they're
For
gonna fall
sure.
short.
Any sport.
And she even said there would be no Serena without Venus.
Period.
I really liked that she said that. And when I watched the movie and I listened, I really, took the time to figure out, okay, so Venus was given the professional trainer and they couldn't afford both. He didn't want both.
Right.
So they filmed what Venus was doing
Right.
and took it back home and worked with Serena. So she had to work harder.
Right.
She had to make it her business to work harder.
You doing the shows with the mama, you need to do a show with the daddies. Do a show with that daddy.
We got a couple
Get up
of
with
dads
Beyonce
spread
daddy.
out, and we got a couple of dads that are going to make appearances, and we have one producer, like Lil Nas's dad is a producer with us. He's got a very interesting life.
R.I.P.
And we have Rihanna's dad is going to maybe do some.
That's
So we have
what's
some
up.
dads that are going to sprinkle out. But, at the end of the day, I think with these moms is listening to them talk and realizing a lot of them went through some really serious stuff. A lot of domestic violence. Some of them, like Miss Selena Johnson's mom, she was the first black female police commissioner in the United States, and people don't realize that. So these women were out here before, I think for a child to be a go-getter and to strive and do that, it comes from
From
stuff.
the parents.
The parents.
When it all fall down.
Both of them. But hearing their stories just mesmerizes me. And so now is their turn to live out their bucket list. Show us, they're doing everything from speed dating to race car driving, horse racing. The kids don't want them to date. They're doing what they want to do now. They have money. They're just.
She should
what do you
code
want
it.
to do?
Like, these moms are off the chain.
They lit. They lit
turn.
AF.
But they always recenter, and
Right.
it's beautiful to see.
Yeah.
You'll see it.
We're getting back to Serena and Venus.
Look at him. Look
No,
at him.
but because I think they didn't get their just due. Let this have been a Groff or whatever, and people still be celebrating.
Yeah.
And calling her out as the greatest. Some people were kind of wrestling with calling her the GOAT, but I appreciate all the great tennis players that came before her. Even Groff said Serena's the best ever.
And not even, like
And
you said,
so-
not even tennis.
Yeah.
Just
The best.
sport-wise.
Just
But
period.
the only sad thing in the whole thing, since I watched tennis, is if there was no Serena, I think Venus would have been Serena. That's the only sad thing about it is because if you remember early on, nobody could be Venus. And then Serena's just on another level athletically. She's better than Venus. But Venus got a top game, but she just can't deal with Serena's athleticism.
Right.
So, I mean, that's the only part I
you
kind of
got to think. Venus probably would have won 5 more majors, but she had to play her sister.
And lost,
Somebody gotta-
and lost some of
somebody
those.
gotta be better.
And lost some
Somebody
of those
gotta be
because
the-
remember, it was a while before she beat her sister.
Yeah.
So that's the beauty of it. But
But she beat her the first time, and then
Hey.
after that first time,
Yeah.
Serena.
The GOAT is the
Yeah,
daddy.
killed
The
Right,
daddy.
there you go.
Right.
There you
The
go.
daddy came home one day and said, "We need to have 2 kids
Period.
because I'm getting ready to make them stop."
Yeah.
I mean, he planned
Yeah.
the whole thing and stuck to the plan.
Yeah, Richard Williams was
Chris Jenner.
Beast.
Yeah, he was a beast, man.
Joe?
He was a beast.
Jackson?
Yeah, little Joe. He had little Joe in him. Yeah, little Joe in him.
Compton
you
shit,
know?
man.
But
The
but but he pushed them girls to greatness, man. I agree with you, Moretti. You got to give him props for
Yeah, it's-
Well,
for
see,
seeing what he saw in those kids and never giving up on them.
But also, I think where he came from, he did it the way he knew how. So a lot
taught
of
himself.
people trying to judge him now, but you got to look where he came from. And the one thing I respect about him, you have a lot of parents and music athletes that happen to that Maravich kid that's supposed to be the greatest football player, never made it to the pros. And,
Made it, just didn't last.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a hot segment.
Yeah.
Raiders. But the thing I love about the way he did it, he never tried to overshadow his kids. Not from day one. They had to hunt him down to get an interview. And I think the reason they did it because they thought he was going to be ghetto or not, he's going to be ignorant. Okay, let's stick to what you're going to say. And I like the way he carried himself. So now, at the end, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But I also know that there wouldn't have been none without him.
It's the Barbara Walters
Sacrifice.
interview for me. When he said he wanted to say, now listen, she didn't say it, well, she didn't say it now.
He did say
I'm
that.
gonna snatch her up if you say one more thing.
But like I said, the way he sheltered them enough where they didn't give the interviews where they could be overshadowed. I remember when they talked about their hair, when they had beads in it.
That's right.
You could see the evolution in the racism that was showed towards them for them to stand tall the way they did and win.
And then they talked about Serena's body.
Yeah, see, Will got too
her
into
body,
the
the way
character.
she was big.
Will Smith got too into him, and he thought he was,
The only thing I'm gonna say I don't like is when I see the epitome of a black person, and then when they choose their spouse and it don't be a black person, it's very confusing for me, and it make me feel some type of way because I feel like you should have kept that love in the community. But love is love. But that's just how I feel.
I'm
But I
gonna
would
say
say this about
that.
Serena.
I'm gonna say
Serena
this.
dated black
She did,
forever.
and she was done
And
wrong.
Some of the
But the
comments
kind of
that was put
money
out about
that these
Serena
people have?
by black entertainers and a football player, in fact, they need their ass whooped. Things they said about her.
Yeah.
So from that standpoint, I'm not saying that's why she went,
Right.
but no, she gave ample number of brothers
Opportunities.
And you
Yeah.
gotta understand too, and this is not to down black men at all, but a lot of black
'Cause they
men
don't cheat.
who have the money and the notoriety, Venus and Serena is not what they're looking for. My complexion, their size, her body, that's not what they're looking for.
That's a bad B if I both of them.
Yes,
if I
for
ever
sure.
see.
But the men who are
No, you're right.
the professional sports athletes that she could be dating and the rappers, that's not who they're bringing on the red carpet. So don't get mad when these white guys who are billionaires say, I love everything about you.
That's right.
You know, and they show her that. So
But if you already got the money, what's wrong with little Earl that
Everybody
work at
wants
UPS? Who gonna love you and your daddy and your
But can you trust that, though?
She's
Can
not
you
a
That's
perfect
I
watcher.
can.
Can you trust
He
that, though?
homegrown. He like Coco
No,
Butter.
but if you got
Shit, with them
Serena's
millions,
money,
that ain't-
if you
that
got
ain't,
Serena's money, can you trust that the
He
UPS
tryna come
man
up.
just don't want to come up?
No, but that's why it's called a prenup.
Come on now.
And I'm finna
let's
leash
be fair
you.
about that. Where does that happen? No, on the
Shit, a
black
prenup, you
female
don't
and the
trust
black
that.
male.
And who is she hanging-
Exactly.
So
That
what
happens-
now?
What happens? Where does that happen more? On the black female end or the black male end?
What
It's on the
happens
black
more? What
female.
happens more? Wait, I
The
wanna
gold
get- I
digging
wanna
is
get-
what
gold
he trying to
digging,
say.
gold
digging.
Is what he
Gold
trying to
digging,
say.
yeah.
You know why? Because we smart enough to stay on a lane. You guys get rich and want to go back to the strip club and help everybody out.
No,
It's true.
Not
you
everybody.
want control.
No.
You want
There's
a
a lot that
woman
don't.
that
There's
you
a
can
lot
keep
that
at
don't.
home when they get money and look pretty.
Who is y'all though? Like you classifying people?
We're saying the majority.
There you
We're
go.
talking about
Give
the
us something to
majority.
do, y'all.
Now we on the Classic Conversations.
No,
Now.
but keep it with that
It's about to get real
same. But
classy
keep it
here,
with that
boy.
same sentiment. She could have did that very same thing. Get you somebody that's humble.
I ain't gonna
Keep his
classify
little
y'all.
ass
Don't
in the
classify
house.
me.
Yeah, it
Think
is.
about that. Where
And
is
keep
she
them
hanging
kids
out?
black.
Do you think Serena is hanging out where the UPS guys hang out? I mean, she got when you're in a certain environment, those are the people
You never
who are
know.
hanging out
She's
with.
having some classism over there, don't you think?
But I don't know. Being from Long Beach, California, I'm always gonna keep it black. I don't care how you didn't
Well,
treat me, what you didn't did
I
me,
feel the same way.
baby. I'm gonna keep it
But
black.
she's got like he said, people did her wrong. She's had quite a few.
Drake. Wait, which one was with
Comment.
Drake in the picture? Practice.
Comment.
I did all in the mirror practice.
LeVar Arrington,
Yeah.
So she was,
Yeah.
They loved her body, but they didn't necessarily see her as the wife, because
That's
you know
not
what I
the
mean.
arm piece they wanted.
That's horrible.
But that's the real.
that is-
and
that is
I
the
think
reality.
Real life,
no,
too.
Miranda said there's a lot. We can't deny a lot of truth to that. They look for certain looks. You know what I mean? They want the model. They want and unfortunately
You
a
want
lot
the
of,
broke model,
a
but
lot
not
of-
the
a lot-
rich
But a
paid
lot of black
athlete.
men do go back more so. The black woman that makes it, she's not typically gonna go back
And
she's gonna go here or upwards, but she's not gonna go.
A lot of that stems
backwards.
from men. There are some men
There you go.
who
That's
do
better.
not want to feel like they're beneath their woman.
Less than,
if
yeah.
she's making more money, she's like, Drake, for instance, I'm popular, but damn, Serena's really popular. I would rather have the strip club girl because she just got to be beneath me.
Now that's come on.
That's just how they think a lot of times.
That
A lot of men
might be
do.
a couple
Even in
spiritual
corporate
uncles,
America,
Right,
some men
African
don't want
American
their
males
women
don't
to
go
make
after
They
strippers.
want
Yeah.
the money. Shit. Give me
Some
of
I
them
don't,
don't.
money,
I don't
son.
feel that Aubrey goes into that category.
Oh, you gonna take up for Drake, huh?
Right, Aubrey Graham. Okay, his name Aubrey.
Okay,
too.
who-
I'm the real one though.
Right.
Who is Drake's baby mama though?
We still
It's
don't know.
Serena.
And Chew don't know. We still don't
We
know.
know what she
Y'all
do.
know who
If you're
she is.
referring
She
to
was
Drake's
dancing.
mother,
She was a
Hey.
porn star. That's what
Drake's
she said.
mother.
He said baby mama was a fluke, but I still love her for who she is.
Okay, but
yeah.
he didn't. But
There
he
you go.
For
There
an
you go.
instrument. He love her as an instrument.
There you go. You some, and see, I think it
He knew
comes
that's
to the
not
point.
who he
well,
wanted to be with.
But he didn't want Serena
But
because
she gave him a child. He loves that child unconditionally.
Okay,
And he
I
has
know
love
you're not
for
gonna
her.
take up for Drake.
He has
Man,
love
listen,
for her.
we don't know what these
as
people
It's
doing.
not
We don't
really
know what
taking up.
they-
Yeah, it's not
we
really
don't know
taking
what
up for
they
Drake.
doing, bro.
You got to
I'm
realize
about to sit here and
also,
speak on these folks.
Drake was at the. Drake's on another level. Serena's on another level,
Right.
and I think a lot of it has to do. The only reason why Serena could be at the level she was driven. If you look at all the great athletes, if you look at Jordan, everybody was. He went before practice and shot free throws and jumpers. After practice, he did it. All the great ones did that. Other than Shaq. Shaq was just a freak.
So here's the thing. Let me
sound like Shaq.
let me give you an example. Like my cousin ran to Coco Golf at the airport the other day when she came back. And shout out to Coco Golf, man. She made the semifinals, man. I was really hoping she pulled it off, but she's superb. I love watching her game. But anyway, met her, and so I was waiting for her till her ride came, and he was talking a little jazz, man. I believe I could have, and everybody in the office was like, "Come on, man." That's Coco
He
Golf.
thought he could bag her.
She's a multi-millionaire.
Shit, that's the confidence you gotta have.
She waiting on her
That's
limo.
bag
She waiting on her
shit.
limo to pick her up. You know what I mean? You on Marta. What's the chance of you really? What's the chance of her really
You
wanting
never
to?
know.
You gotta have some confidence.
You never know.
Her daddy would kill your ass if you get up a motor bus.
Bro, if I
you
got
gotta
the
have
millions,
confidence,
I
bro.
got everything but the man, then to me, if I'm a millionaire, I wouldn't give a damn if you're a millionaire or not because that's what I'm lacking. If
I'm
you
like
have
that
everything
too.
that I need,
Right.
sorry, my love, other than the money, I'm still gonna fuck with you.
And as women, a lot of times we don't mind bringing you up,
At all.
but like I said, it all boils down to
So-
your environment. She's not hanging around the everyday people. When she's going out, she's got to make sure security's there. She's got to go to
Right.
certain events. Who's there? These rich white guys. That's who's there. So that's who.
Your environment is totally different. at
Yeah,
that
your
point.
environment.
You're-
I want
And
my
you
baby
also
to be
gotta
able to
look
use
at
my
it-
comb, and that's all I'm gonna say.
You also got to look at it though. When a black male makes it to those levels, they're typically around certain women. So if you're
Right.
dating, if you have access to the actress or you have access to the model, that's something I disagree with you with totally. You're not finding anybody with real money getting with a stripper. They may make a mistake with a stripper, but they're not. Name one person actually got with a stripper.
I'm
All
not
of
gonna say they was
She may not be a stripper.
all of
Exactly.
strippers.
Yeah.
They escorts, man.
Well, see, but
Cam Newton.
see, that's almost classic.
I can't-
Because see, what you're saying now is, if a person does, that's very.
I mean, but a lot of them that were chosen, they worked a couple weekends. Like, they did his home, but like that's not who they were. Like,
And I looked at the draft. All the guys, their girlfriends were white now. The majority of them.
Yep.
Sitting over there like, he got drafted. And I'm like, well, when did that change too? So it's more so the men than the women. The young boys are trained from high school. These girls latch on in high school,
Facts.
Well, like they latch on between high school and college. A lot of them guys go to big schools, and those schools are typically predominantly white schools. So naturally, those white girls are gonna latch on very, very quickly, and they're gonna, be, excuse the word, they're gonna be subservient.
and
We're gonna give you
also,
everything
But
they
not even
want.
the white girl.
Everything
If
they
you
want.
look at it,
They got
if you're a black
daddy card,
dude
credit
and you
card,
see
everything.
that this person is your idol and he is in an interracial relationship and over 65% of the industry is like that, you're gonna think that this is the blueprint to success. Get me a white girl. Make sure I stay up on this. Make sure I stay up on that. They think that this is cool, but in the ballos is the black girl that he been with since 10th grade. Yep. There's It's just like let's just be like Keisha K. Orr and Gucci. And even if you got to turn your hoe into a housewife, keep it in the community.
I mean, you know, I like to go on the form of reality a lot of times. Right. And I just say, in reality, if women, and not anybody in particular, but just in general, if a guy approaches a woman and he does not look the part or doesn't, the reason why men go get cars they can't afford, go get clothes they can't afford is because of women. Because they feel like I have to look a certain way, I have to drive a certain thing, I have to have certain situations in order to pick up that woman. Because, you know, that same UPS driver, you know what I mean?
Now more than ever.
He may not fit the bill because he's on MARTA. He might be a hard worker, might be everything you want, but you know, a lot of times, and this is just talking to a lot of women, you know, I'm not picking nobody up for the date. Yeah, I gotta pick you up. I don't want you.
Right.
You can't pick me up. I don't have a car. You know what I mean? But women typically aren't going for that particular guy.
But that's y'all problem. To me, that sounds like low self-esteem. Because if you don't want the woman that is on the bus with you, who just got off of her 16-hour shift, because she's hardworking, you don't want her. You want the one that you gotta go
for the woman and the man, bro. Like it's the same
and that's
thing.
the problem.
No, you want the one that you can stay home and watch TV and use her car.
Exactly.
See, that's what we're trying to avoid. That's what women are trying to avoid, because we've been shown that so much. Not me, but younger women these days, they get shown that. You know, they'll try to help a guy, but then, well, did you go look for a job today? Did you go? What are we doing today? What are we doing today? You know, and that's not, so now when they move into a different era, a different, you know, you're on to say, oh, well, that's what they like. No, that's what they need.
No, or like he just said, he's gonna ride the bus until he can afford the car to get him the girl that has the bundles with the BBL, but he passed up the girl that's on the bus with him that get up and go to work every day. You see her at 6 a.m. and you see her at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
But you're going to pass her up to go for the girl that's at home waiting for you to slide into her DM.
But hit the flip side of that. The girl is going to pass up the guy that's standing next to the bus with her because she like, you on the bus with me. Why'd I want you?
Exactly.
But that's the crazy.
But that's what happens.
You don't know that, though, until you try
Howard.
I like to go on reality.
Everybody gotta do the same thing.
Just because she ain't got no bundles in the BBL. What you didn't know, when she slapped on a little makeup, she actually worked something. She just worked it.
And it's the same with the dude from a girl's perspective. The same shit. Y'all just gotta flip it around, bro.
I just want something good.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Flip it
care what
around.
you got, because baby, I work hard. I don't care what you got.
Same shit. We talking about the same thing, bro.
If you're sitting on the bus stressed out, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, just got off your 16-hour shift, and a guy comes trying to talk to you, and he's also riding the bus. How are you helping me?
They're not even going to see how they can help you. You're going to dismiss them.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thought process.
That's the thought process.
But that's the problem,
That's the thought process.
That's the problem in the thought process.
But it's the reality.
Because we at the same place, love.
Right.
I can't toot my nose up and you sitting right next to me on this dang bus.
Right.
And I know the struggle that I get up and how hard working I am. So that's what's people's problem. Yeah. You want more than what you're giving. Yeah. How can I expect you to be up here and I'm down here? That's stupid.
Can I be a caveat?
He got his mind.
More women have that idea in their head than men. More women have standards than men. So like you said, the woman is, like he said, it's more likely that the woman is not going to talk to the man because of her standards that she's already set, as opposed to the man talking to the woman. Now, the only thing I was going to say about the white women in the athletes, right? And I don't want y'all to take this any type of way. Those white families and white girls are raised to find husbands.
That's true.
And when they go to college, that's what they do. And this is no slight to black women. Black women are raised to get their degree and work for themselves.
Be independent.
That's true.
So when they're finding this woman, those 4 years they're in school, the black woman is not looking for that. She's looking to
raised to be
graduate.
helpers.
She's there to actually get her
We're raised to
education.
be strong.
Yeah.
They're raised to be
And let me say this,
helpmates.
but they're not lack of education. They graduate just like the
But they'll put it all
the
on
athletes.
hold.
The
VJ
difference
white
is-
women,
helpmate.
a lot of them had degrees in
They got the senior high school star football player, and when he comes off the field, they go. They're raised to be helpmates.
Correct,
Even though they're
yeah.
getting their degrees,
So-
they're still raised to be wives and to
Yeah.
cater to him and make sure that he's the athlete that he is. We're taught to, you got to make sure you're going to college, you got to make sure you're doing this, and you got to be strong. Because we've seen being strong so
not
much.
Not only that, you guys, you women are queens, so we have to take care of you. When I'm on my ascension up, I don't have the ability to take care of you, and I might not be able to get you because that's what you require.
That's correct.
You know what I'm saying?
No
not
matter
to
how
be
much I
mean,
want to.
that white girl ain't requiring that. Like she said, she's waiting on me hand and foot because she sees the ascension. She's not worrying about,
But that's crazy because really their goal, what they're doing is putting their bid in to that gold pot that's called digging. That's what they're doing. So it's disingenuine. It's I'm doing this because I know it's gonna get me somewhere. I'm not doing this because I genuinely love you.
So you black women can't do the same thing.
But we can't.
I think
we
they do.
can't.
I think they
That's
do.
what
A lot
I'm
of them do.
saying. If y'all give us the opportunity.
Nah, y'all already have the standards and the independent driven
we're
mindset
raised that
for
way.
me
And
not
I'll say this.
No, it's because I'm not an
The
enabler.
white
You feel like
the
I
white
can't
girls
do it
already
because
got money. They
I'm
come
not
from
an
money, so they ain't
enabler.
looking at it like a come up. They come from money, bro.
Hold on, let me say
You feel me?
this. Think about the mind of a college athlete.
They
I'm a
come from money.
college athlete, right? I have to go to practice in the morning. I usually have classes right after that. I have another practice after that. Then I have to study. That's usually my life.
Then
I don't
team-
even
then team
have-
meeting.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, then team meeting. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have time to interject in your life. You know what I'm saying? So when I, you know what I'm saying, when I have the ability to do that, I already got little Susie already. She was already in my face.
And do you hear what you're saying though?
Walking me from class and carrying my books just because she know my arms is tired from tackling all day.
Yeah, and that's
baby?
disgusting.
But
And that's disgusting because I'm a woman that's in the same school, that's on the same grind that you're on, but you want me to reverence what you're going through more and kiss your ass.
Bro.
What he's
Because
saying-
like that doesn't make any sense.
I see what
But-
he's saying is
how you
don't
get to
step
your
up the
goal
plate
and how I get
No,
to
not,
Right,
not
because
even
I'm
that.
tired.
Not even that.
I'm fucking tired. I didn't have to argue with
Bro,
Susie.
no,
She
listen,
chasing you
listen,
and do my
listen,
schoolwork.
listen,
I'm
bro.
fucking. I don't get it.
Listen.
And I went to a predominantly white
That's not
school.
funny to get.
That shit don't make sense
Watch-
to me.
Bro, nobody's wrong, nobody's right. The black woman, nobody's wrong, nobody's right. But at a certain time, if you're not a male, you can't all the way put yourself in that predicament. Like we can be like, okay, we see where you're coming from, but I'm a male, you a female, so you'll never be able to understand that. Are you gonna tell a girl no? I'm not saying to go choose the white woman. That's not what I'm saying. But if a white woman if any woman is gonna wait on you hand and foot, like he just explained, what dude is about to say, no, I don't want you to give me everything. I don't want your daddy's credit card. I don't want your daddy's BMW. Who's gonna tell you no?
But this is what I'm saying.
Don't buy me
All
lunch
this
anymore.
is learned
Get your
behavior.
daddy's credit card
It's
with no limit away
learned
from you. Who's
behavior
gonna say
and
that?
it's disingenuous.
So
That's all I'm saying.
let me- hold on,
They're
let me-
trained to
hold
do
on.
these things
Okay,
so they can
so-
snag your nigga
So let me
ass.
hold on. Let me say this.
Trust me, I know, but
she's-
I'm saying no
she's
no man is gonna turn
so
that
let
down,
me say
bro.
this. So if she's trained to do this and you're not trained to do this, who is going to be more successful in a
I'm not saying the black woman
I'm just
ain't
asking,
trained to do
like,
that either. I'm not
overall,
saying
who do
that,
you
but
think is going to be more
you-
successful?
we're not gonna
She's
turn
gonna
that
be-
down.
The white girl.
Hold on, but let me say this. She's going to be more successful because
No.
she is raised.
No.
to
No, I
do
don't
that.
believe that. I'm not.
No, it's
No, that's
it's
not how the
repetition.
No, I'm not believing
But
that.
no, but I'm saying in general, like I'm just talking about on the basic line. You know what I'm saying? She's more successful because she is trained. You said it. She is trained.
She's gonna be
And-
more successful at getting that athlete. That don't mean she's more
Yeah.
successful in life.
No, but she's
You feel
also
me?
going to be more successful at cheating and more successful at divorce and because all of it is built on a lie.
Don't you dare
I'd
use
rather
your
you tell me,
contract. Don't you
nigga, I'm
dare
not
use
holding
your
your motherfucking
contract.
books because I'm tired just like fucking you. We both go to the same motherfucking school, nigga. I'm doing the same shit that you doing.
Okay, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that.
They don't. I didn't go to no HBCU.
But what I'm
was a
telling you,
UNT.
from a man's point of view, bro,
Let me say this.
who is he going to? He's going to choose the
The
person who's
white
going to
girl,
choose.
yeah. And she's gonna take you for everything you got.
That's what I'm saying.
But we even after death, Kobe Bryant. Even after death.
I'm-
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But what we need
yeah.
to understand,
And I'm not
what
shoot,
black
man.
men- what
Bro, y'all
black-
won't
what
understand,
we
y'all
need
not
to
no man.
understand is your mama, your grandmama, the struggle, the hard work
Understandable.
you have to put in, the hard work that we on a day-to-day basis. No matter how successful we are,
For sure.
people still treat us differently. We have to go 10 times harder. So when you're in college and Becky's rubbing on your hair, we're fighting with the professor about why you gave me a C and her an
Right,
A.
right, right.
And then we got the same answers.
We got fights. We've got work. We got to go to work. Their mama's
Understandable. I
sending
understand
money.
all
We
that.
got to work
You
while
know.
we in school.
I do understand.
So it's a whole
I'm just telling you straight up, bro. Ain't no
mindset
man about to
that
turn
you
that down. I'm not saying the white
You're right
woman is
about not
prevalent in
turning
the
it
black.
down.
I'm not
You're right.
saying none of that shit. So at the end of the day, I don't want to hear that shit quoted about me on this podcast.
My
Boy, that's
grandmother used to
bogus.
say
You feel me?
something.
All
I'm
we're
telling y'all
saying
from a
is,
man's point
do
of view,
better.
bro. Who's gonna turn that down, bro?
Do better. Don't just take
I'm not.
some because
No.
it's easy.
Listen,
They're
are y'all gonna?
enablers.
You gotta
Do
listen.
better.
You gotta listen too. I'm not saying because we accept that we're gonna end up with the white woman. Y'all looking at us wrong because we fucking with that. Okay, I'll let you carry my books. I'll drive your motherfucking car. I'll swipe that card. That don't mean I'm about to eventually be with you. Don't look at niggas like they wrong for doing that.
Taking advantage
I'm not
of
saying you
what's
have to
given.
end up with a white woman, but don't look at us. Who's gonna say no to that shit?
You know
bro?
what? You're right. I had two cousins.
Who's gonna say no to
I had
that,
two male
honestly?
cousins, right?
Me.
And my male cousins.
AB
used to
said,
date
I'll
girls.
tell a white woman no.
You say, look, I got a 750.
I know you will, AB.
Here's my credit
You
card.
stood
know
strong
what
on
you
that,
gonna
brother.
say?
That's true. That's
Stop
true.
it, man.
You're right.
Cut it
My
out,
male
man.
cousins used to date
Here,
girls
credit
that would
card
give them
with
everything.
$30,000 on it. Here
And
go,
my grandmother
BMW.
said to them,
Give it back to
she
me
said, you know
whenever. Matter of fact,
what?
don't even give it back
Find
to
a
me.
fool, keep a fool. And I used to say,
Stop
what
it.
is she talking about? And she said, they're boys. You find a fool, you keep a fool. I'm like, what is she talking about? Now I understood after I was older. If somebody is doing that for you, why are you going to get rid of them
You're not.
until you're ready to?
You're not.
And so it goes with what you're
That's-
doing.
Because it's not genuine. And this is coming from a girl who looked the way that I look,
Bro.
that I could get whoever the fuck I want to get and get that dude to do whatever. But at the end of the day, that shit is short-lived because if I'm not really feeling it, I don't give a fuck about nothing that
That's
you give
you.
me, nothing that you
That's
give,
you.
that you do for me because I'm not feeling it with you.
And a lot
you.
of
Everybody
women
does
do
that,
that after they get the check. After they
Well,
get the
yeah,
check.
after I get the check, I ain't feeling it.
Exactly. So, and let me say this too, right? I went
That's
to,
my point.
I graduated. I went to an HBCU. I went to Clark, right? You know, and I hang out with 8 guys. I hang out with 8 guys from school. Heavy. We in a group chat. We talk every day. 6 of those guys are married, right? All 6 of those guys met their wives at Clark. They all so it's a whole bunch of, so we're all in connected, right? But like I said, 3 of those guys are still single, still out here searching. The majority of the people that I know that went to Clark Atlanta are not married. The majority, women and men, aren't married.
And I think if you
And it's just,
yeah.
and
And if
believe
you
me, I
dated-
know a lot of people. You know, I graduated in 2007, and I'm just talking about over the span of my, like, they're still single, or you know.
And if you go, yeah, and
Is
if
that a
you're-
bad thing?
And if you're an
or-
African
I don't
American
know if it's a
male
bad
dating
thing.
in
I just
Atlanta
think
right
that
now, if
we
you-
are
yeah.
raised. And I think even black men, we're raised to be independent. We're not raised to be in monogamy if we don't see it firsthand. Like she said, it's rare that you see a husband and a wife
Right,
together.
stick together like
You know what I'm saying? My mom and my dad weren't together. You know what I'm saying? But for a short period of time, once they broke up, I seen 2 individual relationships. I take some from one, I take some from the other. And my dad stays married. He married now. He done been married like 5 times.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
So many women.
So, but I'm saying I feel like I want to be independent. I never dreamed or
But you went to
wanted
school. You went to an
obtain
HBCU,
to-
right?
yeah.
Now, like my son's at UGA now. Okay, when we went to visit that school, when I say all you saw
was couples.
was white.
White.
Yeah.
That's it.
All you saw was white. For every 40, 50 whites, you may see one black.
That's
For every
the school I
100
went
whites,
to.
you may see one black. You know what I mean? So when you think from an athlete standpoint, if all I see is white, that's all that's there, and that white woman, like you said, is catering, doing all those things, and then you're going to this school, so there may be some, like he said, some credit cards involved, some BMWs involved, you know what I mean? The brother is going to jump on that opportunity.
Yeah.
And especially if that brother's coming from the hood, never had, and all of a sudden this girl is doing all this stuff for me, and you know, AB said white women don't talk like she talking. You know what I mean? You know, they gonna say not.
Every brother I know with a white woman right now is getting taken care of. That's just me being honest.
Say it again.
Every brother that I know with a not even just white, a woman of another race, they've been seriously dating for something more than 2, 3, 4 years. They're getting taken care of. In some way, shape, or form, or fashion, they ain't paying.
And
no
that's why they
rent.
taking care of you, so they can be taken care of.
I think part of the problem.
Who's gonna turn it down? Those
Y'all can't tell me that shit. I'm not no bastard child. My parents was married and still is married, and I'm not playing with no bullshit.
We can't hear me talking over each other. Got to talk one at a time.
Bro, listen, I'm not going. We're not going in there and stealing the credit card out your purse. I'm not going taking your keys and getting your car. You're handing it to me. You're telling me, will you take this card? Will you max this credit card out? Who's gonna see? Once again, bro,
somebody that was raised right in a proper environment where you know that just because somebody do shit for you and give you money, that don't make that shit genuine, and it's not gonna make the shit last.
Bro,
at
but
the end of the day,
sometimes it's not even about. You're not even looking. I'm not. This might be somebody you just fuck. This might be a friend. You know how many times a dude to just have girlfriends? This ain't even got to be no relationship type shit. I'm looking for no long term. This could just be somebody you fucking with or whatever. They're giving you the shit. Like, nobody's gonna turn that down, bro.
Hold on, say, go ahead. What you about to say?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, first of all, like, you're coming in, and it's not like we're saying, oh, you're like he said, like, you're going to do all these things with this white woman. While you're also like, there's a black woman that's like trying to talk to you, and you're not giving her the time of the day.
No, I'm not saying that.
That's not what's going on. That's not what we're saying. This white woman is the only thing that you got going for you right now in the women department.
No, I'm not saying no. That's not what I'm. No. I'm saying in general, bro. Like, the average college student. He keeps bringing up college. The average college student, probably just a dude or whatever who got some shit going on. You probably gonna we just speaking honestly, bro. You probably gonna have about 4 or 5 different women. Just say 3 women. It could be white, Mexican, black, whoever. My whole thing is just say if it's a white girl, she comes up to you and what's wrong with that? Yeah. I'm not saying I'm finessing her or I'm about to marry her because she did that. I'm talking about simple
what's going
shit.
on for you right now?
What's wrong? Yeah. What's wrong with that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's
I'm telling y'all
you're having right now.
So
there is no other one.
Who are you going to turn that? You still haven't answered that. You will turn that down.
I have. You don't act like you don't know me, sir.
No, niggas
try to throw shit at me every motherfucking day, and if I don't like you, I don't give a fuck what the fuck you got. You cannot buy me. I'm not for sale. I'm not a slave.
It's not buying.
That is buying somebody.
But when
yes, it is.
But when last
have to be with you.
But when last time you picked up somebody from MARTA?
The last time I picked up somebody from MARTA, actually, I had a job working for MARTA before the pandemic, and when I tell you, I met politicians.
I ain't say you met. That wasn't my question.
No, and I would give them my fucking number. I let them talk that little smickety smack.
And then what?
And then we'll go on a date or whatever.
But you go pick them up?
Do I pick them up?
That's the question. You pick them up?
I have a chauffeur. I don't drive, so it's impossible for me to pick them up, if that's what you mean. But do we go places? Certainly. Yeah, because I don't care about that. Because my parents are actually together, and I was raised right. And I don't give a fuck what you got to give me. If I don't fuck with you, I don't like you, I know that God didn't see you, I'm not fucking with you.
Obviously,
no
I'm
matter
fucking
what
with
color
you for something.
You say what?
Obviously, I'm fucking with you if you're giving me something. I'm fucking with you at the moment.
No, for you.
Yes, that's what
for
I'm talking
me,
about.
you don't have to give me nothing. If I like you, I like you. If you're broke and I still like you, guess what? I still like you.
Bro, I don't know if y'all get it. You're not gonna get it. It's pointless to keep talking about
different.
it. I'm not saying.
I know I am.
I'm not dealing with this person because of what they can do at the moment.
But that's what it sounds like, because that's all y'all said.
I'm not saying. You know what I'm saying?
You don't take advantage of a situation.
That's not even taking advantage. That's saying, taking advantage is finessing a motherfucker out there.
Not necessarily.
That's just, hey, why not?
Yeah.
You're gonna give it to somebody.
Yeah, I mean, why
So
not?
what y'all basically saying is men can be gold diggers too,
No.
is what I heard.
Bro, I
I
can-
gotta pee, cause y'all pissed me off.
If a girl say, "Hey, here go a credit card with a $5,000 limit," if I got a clothing line, I might go buy a screen print machine. It's whatever you want to fucking do with it, bro. Why would I say no to that?
Right.
I got other. I'm not the average thinker though.
And back
Somebody
to
else might go to Saks and blow it. I'm about to go invest, partner with a vineyard, or I'm about to go get a screen print machine. Like, it's different shit. It depends on who you're talking
And
about.
back to what Angelo said,
You know what I'm
when
saying?
he said he went to UGA to show his son, UGA and what he saw. I have a 17-year-old. My 17-year-old says, I asked him, I said, are you gonna only date white girls? Like, what's going on? He said, Mom, the school that you and Daddy put me in is 90% white. He said, so what do you want me to do
Right.
when they're all talking to me?
Right.
He said, so you did this. And I was like, So I said, well, why can't you just rotate the 5 that's in your class? The 5 blacks that's in your class.
I went
most
to the
people
same
would do
school.
that. Like,
I went to
you
the
gonna
same
you gonna have a
school.
mixture.
He went to the same school.
I went to the
and
same
I
school
felt
as him.
that. I was like,
There was more black girls there when I went there than there is now. There were more at that time. And I still had to choose from like a good, like, for my grade, probably like 50. And it's like, actually, I'm not gonna just say like, oh, you're black, so I'm gonna talk to you. I still want you to be cute.
Right.
Or have something
For-
going.
to
You know
me,
what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
For
yeah,
me.
bro. That's
Absolutely.
just. Yeah.
so, like I said, it's circumstance and where you put
Right.
your environment.
Right.
Like we were talking about, with Serena. And, okay, I'm going to give you a good example. Gabby Gabrielle, Precious, that's what we know her as, right? Her husband, her fiance that they're getting ready to get married is white. And everybody's like, okay, why is she dating a white guy? Who are your friends was going to marry her? Because that ain't y'all type. Exactly. Exactly.
That's being real.
So her
Being real.
she's
That's why I like
out
real.
there.
Let's be real.
And this man loves her. He's rich. She's hanging with rich people. Same way with Serena. She's
Eve married a billionaire.
So that's what I'm saying. So should she say no? I bet the dude is probably showering her
He's
with
rich.
gifts or
Right,
whatever.
right.
Like, is she
I
supposed to say
love
no to
them as a
that?
couple. I follow everything they're doing. They're so sweet as a couple,
That
and
was
he's
it.
like loving on her. And I'm like, who are we to say anything?
Right.
If Lizzo
Well, see,
could get
now,
a
when I'm
man,
getting
anybody
here-
get a man.
Sugar Sean, you showed
Yo,
up.
what up? Yeah, I showed
I
up.
ain't say, hey, bro.
Yeah, like I'm saying,
You
like,
had me on the
at the
shade
end of the
room,
day,
bro. I love everybody.
I've been listening.
everybody. You're-
I've been listening. I ain't know what was going on. I walked in, I heard screaming, yelling. I ain't know what happened. I like this don't went left.
It's classic
I don't know
conversation.
where it went.
Yeah, this is definitely
It's
went from
classic
classic conversation to I don't know what. But I'll be honest
Hey,
with you.
man.
You were talking about going to like white colleges. Like my college, I went to Central Connecticut. It's a bunch of white people. You understand? But usually with those kids, the black kids, when they get to those schools, they join the black student unions. And they partner up with all level colleges all over. So you're going to find a bunch of your brothers and sisters in those schools anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to go to the surrounding areas. You're not going to just stay at University of Georgia. He's going to go to Georgia Tech. He's going to be all over the place once he joins the black student union. Because that's still going on in colleges right now. So you're going to find you some sisters if you want to find some sisters in college.
for sure.
Now, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's about who treating you right. I mean, I've been with my wife since college. She black. She light. She high yellow, but she black. We've been together for if you want to find somebody, you going to find somebody.
A lot of marriages start in college.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of them start in college, but we're just talking about just in general, just the general. You got, and it came from the Serena conversation, you know what I mean, in terms of her having I don't know if he's white or whatever his race is.
Albanian or something.
But
Non-black.
it's just the fact of when you running in certain circles. Let's just be real. If you run in certain circles, Serena is going to be at parties that our UPS driver is simply not going to get invited to.
No.
Of course not.
The regular person is just not going to be invited to those parties. The functions, the way they're going, her surroundings are going to be totally different.
That's right.
So she's going to be surrounded with athletes, entertainers, and a bunch of business folk, people with money. That's what she's going to be surrounded with. She's not going to be surrounded with a whole bunch of just regular working people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Affluent
And so
people.
now, if you're surrounded by the athletes, entertainers, those black athletes, realistically, are going to be looking for a certain type. They're going to be looking for the one that they can carry on their arm and showcase. That's what they're looking for.
Unless it wasn't.
You could be
girls.
the realest person in the world. You could be just as down to earth as all outdoors.
Yep.
But if you want the one that I want to showcase, then you're not gonna be the selected one. You know what I'm saying? And so, Serena, she has she's always had a body out this world. You know what I mean? But she may not be. They looking for the IG model.
Well, you know what happened with Serena?
That's just reality.
Serena fell into the curse of Common. When Common leaves you, all the women go crazy. So she was with Common for a long time.
know why.
So once Common left,
who ain't
every
been with
woman-
Common?
Every woman that was with Common, they life.
Who ain't been with
Once
Common?
he leave,
Well, I'll put a little bit.
left.
I'll put a little bit
What's your
different.
man, Tiffany
I
Haddish?
think one.
Yeah.
Does not like.
There's one aspect of it I
Shot
think
shit.
nobody's looked at, and when you're looking at the black athletes and rappers,
Right.
you're typically talking about somebody that's undereducated. So when they go out searching, they're not going to look for the sister with the advanced degree.
Right.
They feel uncomfortable with her. So I think a lot of times it's keep it simple, stupid.
Sure.
They're levitating to somebody that can identify with that part of them
They
that's
wanna be
still in
above,
them.
too.
Because a lot of those guys, think
Wanna
about
stay
it,
above.
from when a basketball player, they're typically noticed at 10, 11, 12. And that whole time they go into an AU system, and that's their whole life playing basketball year round. Now, when they go to college, they got practice, class, meetings,
White girl class.
and then what ends up happening in that situation, you're talking about somebody that's going to be one and done or two and done. We're not talking the ones that stick around, but the ones with money you're talking about, they're one and done. So now you have somebody that really didn't go to high school, barely squeaked by, went to college, majored in basket weaving, and then all of a sudden he's a multimillionaire. They tend, just like anybody else, you're going to get with somebody that you're comfortable with.
So you don't
And I don't think it's like everybody thinking he's choosing a white chick or whatever. When somebody's being subservient to you and they're used to being like, oh, that's what you want? Boom, I'll do it. That's what you want? Boom, I'll do it. And like a lot of people agreed with, they're more so trained to pursue.
Be
So if you
enabling.
have somebody that's basically treating him, and most of them, single family homes, that's treating him like who did? Their mom did. So they'll levitate to that. And a lot of times, if you got to look at it, if you go to Clark, your alma mater, Clark, I think Clark's probably what, 70% female now?
Now, when wasn't it?
I mean,
always had.
but I'm saying, yeah.
Word.
So when you look at that,
I used to come down here
when
just
you
to
look
go
at
to
that,
Clark.
there's a higher educated black female pool than black male. And then when you go to those athletes, if you can't conjugate a verb, how are you going to be comfortable with that more advanced
it
black
becomes a
woman?
self-esteem issue. At
But
that
there's a
point.
lot of.
Exactly.
But
And
you,
there you go. But it's not one that you're going to see because they cover it up with diamonds.
Right.
But don't
And I
forget
think
the
that's
portion
really
of
what you
those
see.
dudes. 'Cause there is a large portion of them. I can't tell you the percentage of those dudes that got they girls from back in the days before they even got the money. So
Well, yeah,
there's a
well,
lot of
that's
there's a
different.
lot
That's
of
like
but there's a
not a
lot,
lot of them.
I'm
There's
talking
some
about
like
you look at the ones
LeBron.
like LeBron, the brothers with
Yeah,
the big
but
money.
everyone that has
those
that-
girls, those women were with him from like they was like 18, 19, 20 years old. Even Kobe's wife was with him from when he was like 21 years old.
Right.
Like a lot of those dudes with the big money that hold on to that. A lot of those girls been with him for a long time. You really start looking at
But the reality of it is,
Yeah.
most of them went back after they explored the world, sold
Yeah,
their royal
settled
oats,
down
as they
with
said.
that.
Then they made back and went back and said, well, she was the one that was always real, so let me go ahead and wife her
I
up.
mean, ain't that
But
every
but
dude though?
That's my
You got, you know, you
my-
double
my-
back.
my-
Right?
my
Yeah, like,
point. That's
you
my
realize-
point. Is
yeah.
that, you know,
like
every
I said,
dude
too,
going-
it's definitely sometimes self-esteem and feeling like you need to feel like somebody is equal or beneath. We have a cousin. She is the only black female board certified surgeon, pediatrician, and pediatric surgeon. She has all three. The only one in the U.S. She's 36 years old, single. I was going to introduce her to this guy, blue collar, nice guy, great guy. You know what he said to me? Why would she want to talk to me? She didn't care what he did. So she's not dating because these guys aren't approaching her, not because she's not
Intimidated.
open to
Because she
it.
hot shit.
They would rather go date somebody else that works in
That's
the
beneath them.
But there's
so they
something
can
behind
control
that though,
them,
right?
because they ain't shit.
There's something behind that because a lot of women that are single and they career women and they in their 30s, they spent a lot of their they time studying instead of they hoeing years, right? They spent that studying. So they was, they really was off the mark because they was focused on their career. So now it's to the point I'm 36, I'm thinking about having a kid, I want to have one. Who do I date? Where do I go? I'm tired of talking to all these other guys. So it gets harder for them too.
Yeah, because
so
you got to realize they're in the market in Atlanta when you're making it 6 figures, and now you're out there in the market that's got a 43-year-old model, a 36-year-old model, and a 28-year-old model, and you've been married before, you may tend to levitate to the newer model.
Cause she don't know no better. Cause she aspiring. You can control her. That's what it is.
When you are
like
not
I'm above
control,
her.
Yeah.
when you already have
She
it
beneath.
and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Because-
really.
And
Older guys are gonna always, if you ain't married, you know,
no,
you
I'm
ain't
talking
with your
about
wife,
people
but you
divorce.
get
I'm just
right.
saying, you can see it if you date in Atlanta right now. You'll have 7 women at a table. They go out in packs. And it's sad because there's very few. If you look at the gay population in Atlanta, the thug population, the incarcerated population, if you're a black male and you got bank and you're making money, and it's a wider selection. And I think what happens a lot of times, a lot of the females, they're waiting for the same Mr. Right that they wanted when they were in their 20s and 28. And like you said, now they're 37, 38, but now they're competing with 28 to 42. And that's a lot of women in Atlanta when it's, 17 to 1 now? 17 to 1. So literally when you put it across that whole band of age spans, that guy literally.
He said that whole band of ass.
I'm not saying that.
He
but
said that.
I did it.
Yeah, you did. He said that.
you said it.
You did that whole span of ass. Okay,
No.
Hey,
But what ends up happening, you
Pretty
have,
Ricky, what they call him.
there's so many things, there's so many more things out there. And I think what the problem occurs in Atlanta is that, well, like I said, it's a lot of choices.
Like my man
Baskin
CK
Robbins.
Kirkland always said, why would I deal with all that when there's a brand new crew graduating next week?
No, I really feel like it's the men in Atlanta that got the low self-esteem.
why'd I deal with all
Because
that,
when you
man?
come around a woman like me that I don't need you to pay for anything, I don't need you to sit in a car, I don't need a ride, I don't need a motherfucking thing. You rather fuck with the dusty bitch that does to make you feel some type.
Nah,
I cannot tell you how many dudes I
Quality
do
over
not talk
quantity.
to no more because I'm a bad bitch. And they're telling me, oh, you're an alpha female. You don't need anything from me. I'm used to providing provisions.
Is
I
that-
don't need no
well,
damn
you know what it
provisions.
No, you're 100% right.
Right.
No, she's 100% right. You're right. I mean, a lot of men don't want that. They don't want that woman that's, like Moretta just said, they want to make sure that I'm right here and
That you
you're
need
right,
something.
and you need something.
You need
A lot of-
something.
It's deeper.
I give you a little $40, you give me a little puss. You need
You
something.
can't deny it. Yeah, nobody's gonna deny it.
It stems deeper than that. Though. Like it's not just like I want someone that's lower than me. It's for that
somebody that you
guy
can chill
maybe
with.
like why would I believe that you're actually gonna treat me like a king, see me as a king? You know what I mean? It's not just the below. It's not just I want you to just like want me for these things and be able to give you these things. It's why would I believe if you're certified to do all of these different things and you're making bank, why would I believe that you're actually gonna see me as a king?
Well, why the fuck wouldn't I?
Great.
If you equal,
Not
if
all
I'm
of
a
them
queen and
do.
you a king, how I can't see
Nah,
that?
the man is
That
the
don't
head.
make sense, though.
The man is the head, the woman's the neck. Like that's just, once you find somebody that you submissive to, meaning that guy you respect, that guy that you feel like, yo, that's my guy. That he's actually contributing to where I want my lifestyle to be. Right? That's what we all do. You find somebody like that, you ain't gonna be screaming on that motherfucker. You gonna be like, oh yeah, that's my dude. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it's really all about. Like what he was saying at the end of the day. We don't. It's like we in a constant battle for like who's the king, who the queen, like for levels in a relationship. But all that shit fall into place when respect come into play. Cause the only time that shit go left is when y'all don't respect each other no more.
But that's crazy because I'm very hardworking, but in a relationship, I'm very submissive, but we'll never get to that submissive point because you looking at my career.
But
you can't even check me because low-key you hate.
It depends on the guys that you talking to because
never
to be honest with you, if you a made man, I don't really give a fuck what you got because I got my own. So all that shit don't mean nothing. You
All right,
understand what I'm saying?
hold on, Sean. We got the Millennium Coalition want to
Oh,
chime
all
in.
How y'all doing?
Hey, Fedora.
How y'all doing? The Millennium delegation over here. Whew, boy. Sister, what's your name right here? What's your
Portia Madrid. Got it
I'm
again.
gonna just call you Portia. Hey, Portia. I'm Ben.
Comedian.
I just don't
Uber
want to
driver.
get yelled at. Anyway, I'm listening. I'm happily married. You know, at least during the weekday. During the weekends, we just different. We just out here. But anyway,
Let's get on the road.
oh man. Either way, I'm listening and I hear what y'all saying, but I think realistically, when it comes down to the alpha male concept and the alpha female concept, it's probably the dumbest shit out there. Because realistically, it's certain things that a man can do and a woman can't do, and certain things that a woman can do and a man can't do. So you're equally imbalanced. So once you find somebody that has strengths that can help your weaknesses, and you can do the same for them, then you have a nice balance so you can flow together. I think the thing of the head and the neck and all that shit, it's cool, but that's so old school when it's with the concept of if you really want to be with somebody and that person can take charge when you cannot. Because, you know, especially in our community as black men, we were raised to be providers to a certain extent, but other than that, we don't have emotional intelligence. So we don't know how to give and understand that it's okay to kind of take a seat and just, you know, let your woman she might need to take the lead on this one. We don't know that. That's not something we learn. We learned that as a black man, hell, we watch Good Times. Damn it, James died. We know how this shit goes. A black man work and provide until he fucking dies. That's our job. That's at least what we're programmed to think. So when you find that equal person in yourself or outside of yourself, then you will start understanding that it's certain things that she or he can do that you cannot. And then you start understanding that you can be as a balance with them instead of against them. And I hear what you're saying. It's like people want to compete with you. But realistically, it's not just self-esteem. It's the courage of not knowing, like, am I good enough for her? Some guys, like, they struggle with that. Am I good enough for her? Like, she might need way more. You tell her, you don't need all that. I'm good. I got my own. And he like, right. Because the only thing I know is I should be able to provide for you, but I can't. So what am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do to that? Like, he can't offer you anything else, so he can't offer you money. You got your own money. He can't give you a ride. He taking Marta. What are you supposed to do? Besides give you some dick?
I don't want
Now
that.
he a city boy.
No, thank you. I'm a
You know what
child.
I'm
I'm a
saying?
woman. God,
But you get what I'm
not
saying?
married,
It's one of them things where men have the same thing that some women deal with, and it's crazy because I'm listening. I love the opinions, but girl.
I mean, people's opinions is just based off of their experience. So
And
that's all I can tell you. It's just based off of my
and
experience.
Sean just said it was like it depends on the guys too, because whatever guys you're dealing with, whatever energy you're encountering, that's some bad energy for you because it's not necessary for you. You know what I'm
Sometimes you
saying?
attract what you are, yeah.
Yeah, and
Get
you
what
know
you put
what?
out.
And the thing is, there's so many women in Atlanta, and that's great. But it's like when you go to the grocery store, you can go to Kroger, you can go to Aldi, but sometimes you
I like
might
Whole
need to go to
Foods.
Sprouts or Whole
On
Foods.
Saturday
I wanna go to
mornings.
Publix.
On Saturday mornings.
Exactly what I'm saying. Trader Joe's.
Yes.
You gonna
Trader
go
Joe's.
somewhere where higher quality, and that's what
Exactly.
happens. Because anybody can go get a Kroger special. I'm just saying.
Or
You
a
can get Kroger
two-piece of the
special
strawberry
anytime.
soda churches.
But even when I go to Sprouts and when I go to Publix,
Right.
what's wrong with getting the great value?
Ain't nothing wrong with getting a great
And that's
brand.
all I'm
Order
saying.
But I
from
think
Walmart.
it goes a lot deeper too. I think, especially in Atlanta, what happens is it's not just about the looks or the age. A lot of it has to be experiences, and a lot of times you're dating that 40-something or that 30-something. She's giving you a dive, a horseback ride. So there's a different segment that I'm going to come into contact with, and they're typically more educated women or with money, typically because on a horse, that's money. I own two, that is expensive.
I'm allergic
So
to them
you're
joints.
coming into contact with different people. So I think that's what it is. So when you already got 17 people out there, 17 to 1, but then you're looking in a certain pool, and that pool, one thing's good about Atlanta, you're gonna find blacks in that pool.
Yeah.
But if you're anywhere other than Atlanta, and you, like I got partners that ride and row up in DC, and cycle, and it colors up a little bit differently. So I think a lot of it is that we don't do as a people. We stress money, 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 and people don't have hobbies. Like y'all, y'all do everything together. That's beautiful. And a lot of times you have people that don't do shit together. The only thing they bring to the table, the man is money and dick. The female is sex and
Pussy
money.
boots.
And like I said, I pass by that all the time because
Welcome to America.
you do that in your 20s, in your 30s. And as you get older, you want something that you can chew on.
Check your blood pressure with.
So and like I said, now when more black women get into the gym, it's a good thing.
We need the black men to follow us on in there.
You can't put everybody.
I mean,
in the
but I
same
can't
pool.
afford. I got to get that Planet Fitness, and their weights is different than LA Fitness.
See,
There's a different LA Fitness
problem.
goes gym.
If your girl get the black membership, you get to go for free.
Yeah, but you get to go for free, but the waist is different. Have you picked up a 10-pound at Planet Fitness and picked up a 10-pound at LA Fitness?
And goals is pure.
The one at Planet Fitness a little lighter. It's like 5.
They 10 pounds is like water jugs. Strong as shit.
Because that's where I work out at. It's Planet Fitness.
Okay, you strong then.
As y'all can see, man, my partner in crime came in just at 9:30, like he said.
Late.
Or based on the time that I said he'd be here.
I thought it was 8 o'clock.
Jae Teasing and Breeze through the building, man, looking sharp as ever. What's up with your teasing?
Caspar, shut out.
Shit up.
It's the fedora for me.
Yo, what's happening, y'all, man? What? Hey, bro, I had to explain, baby. If you want to come tonight, you can come tonight. CK was just joking. You can come tonight. I promise you, there's no problem with you coming through here tonight. So, had to get in. Yo, man, what? I remember what the topics was supposed to be about. This is a classic conversation that went way the other way, huh?
Did a little baby hijack.
Serena Williams and it just hit the wall.
I did a little baby hijack.
And she brought up the fact she was married to a white man, and boom.
Now, that white man is rich, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, he's like a billionaire.
And this we know. That was the moral to the story. Yeah.
Why does that matter?
Because that's her surroundings. You marry people who you spend time with.
Because ain't no rich black
She's
people.
not hanging out at the FedEx conference. She is. So she's, that's her
But the crazy thing is, y'all say that, but if y'all really look at the marriages that have longevity, these is regular schmegler, the opposite person, and they've been together for 20, 30 years.
They married
She's
when they
right,
were both
though.
struggling. Serena is filthy rich. She can't go back to high school and get the guy she was struggling with.
But she could if she wanted to.
He didn't
he
want
probably
her
ain't alive,
at that point. Why
She
would
didn't
she
go to high
back?
school. She
Just
went
buy
out for
them.
She's in Florida.
Like how they do us. Just buy them.
They said the conversation went, JT. They want to know how it went that way. That's how it went. Go ahead.
I don't even know where to come in at, but
Can you come in with where you get the hat from? You and your crew, your son and your wife?
that's the nephew over there. That's the nephew. He been in training for a couple of years, so as you can see, he came with it. We just came from Atlanta Cigar Week, so we've been out hanging out. So we have to do the fedoras and all of this type stuff, the jewelry. We have to do it all for Atlanta Cigar Week. So, but yeah, so millennial. I like what you said though, because mine actually, she'll tell you, hey baby, take charge. Go ahead, do what you do. Sometimes she get mad at me because then I don't step in, but I'm like, hey, you got it. Go on, do what you do.
But that's what you got.
So in regards to
cheer on. You just
in regards to that, as far as meeting, finding people that's stronger in your weaknesses, it's important in regards to relationships. Me, myself, I've always said that it's to know your weaknesses is actually a strength.
Yeah.
Everybody think you need to know your strengths. You need to know your weaknesses. When you know your weaknesses, then you can find that mate that actually can, that actually can compliment you because, man, be honest with you, I ain't good at paying bills on time. I'm good at paying bills, but just not on time. But my wife, she's really good at that. So guess what? She handles that, and I have no problem at all with it. Ain't that right, baby? See, she over there. Y'all can't see it, but she's shaking her head yes right now. But now in regards to Serena and her guy, I think the reason Serena ended up with that guy was because she couldn't hang out in the States. She always hung out in London, Paris. When she took time off, that's where she went, and this is where she met this guy at. Now, when she did hang out over here, she was dating some, well, at least we think she was dating some guys that
Didn't want her.
You know, I think what Jamie Foxx.
No, she didn't. Common. Anybody
Common,
in the
Dre.
Common
Laverne Arrington.
She was with Common for a long time.
So Common bless the women so that the next
Common,
man
when
that
they
she's
leave
with,
Common,
they get married.
They just lose their mind. I don't know what he be doing to them.
He doesn't want them. I don't know why that's so hard for everybody to
He be with them for a long time.
No, it's
He
easy
wanted
to
them
understand.
for
If they're
just
not
women.
together, evidently he didn't want them. So
He doesn't.
I'm serious. This is really a classic conversation. So I'm gonna step back and take a couple more hits of this cigar and drink some of this black-owned wine here and see what it's about.
Well, you and your
I'll
family
chime
is
back in.
lovely. Shout out to your wife. Shout out to your son, nephew. Y'all look lovely.
Well, we're gonna have to switch seats with these two, and
No, they don't. Casper never comes on set. But we about to wrap this thing up here in a minute anyway. Yeah. But I think we hit all our topics tonight, except just one quick question. I don't think it's gonna take a whole lot of dialogue, but so the other part I put on my post was about, I mentioned the Queen. That's where it started from, Queen Serena. But I'm just curious about why do particularly black people concern themselves with the monarchy in England? Why do we care? I mean, but you saw black folks on the news crying. I mean, why do we concern ourselves with
the first slave master? I don't know.
I think those were tears of joy that she's actually dead, and Meghan can actually come back to the kingdom and not have every little thing, such as weather, blamed on her. I that's why I was crying. Those was tears of joy. Like, Meghan, you can come on back.
But the Queen being dead, what is that? That's not going to change the heritage of what they've been doing forever.
I think our culture latches on to the wrong trends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's what that was. It was a trend. Like we trend to more in everybody, but the right people. Like you said, it's people that die in your neighborhood every day that take care of the whole neighborhood. Mm-hmm. That we don't RIP them. We let them go off into oblivion. But the people around them are affected. But we allow a trendy because like I said. Y'all brought up Charleston White, and y'all say that his words catch you, but then when you go do the research, you see the man he is. Mm-hmm. The craziest thing about, like you say, them crying is you crying for the Queen because yes, she's royalty. Yes, you should cry and weep. But if you do the research, then you're gonna take those tears back because then you're gonna see.
No, I said tears of joy.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that we don't do that as a culture, though. We will jump on it immediately because it's trendy to do, as opposed to doing the research and finding out the real and whether we need to. Was that something we need? Because, like you said, especially your islanders. You know what I'm saying? They come to you because like my grandma's Jamaican, so when she said it to me, she it was this is happy. When she seen the Queen when she was on the island, they used to have to sing a song and bow to the Queen. You know what I'm saying? And she felt
that's
Modern
we
day
on right.
slavery.
I'm trying to figure out why would somebody on an island in Jamaica.
Because they govern by they still got
right,
Jamaica's highest court is still England. Right. So at the end of the day, if you get prosecuted whatever in Jamaica, for you to go to like the Supreme Court, whatever court, you have to go to England.
Exactly.
So the English influence runs the whole Caribbean. Like my family from Trinidad, like all of them, like they.
Thank you. Because I was
in the former British colonization.
Exactly. Yeah, I was seriously confused on that. I just didn't understand why it was such big news in America.
Because we still the baby brothers to England.
We broke away from there.
Yeah, we still, no matter what, are always going to be the baby brothers to England.
I'm still trying to figure. She has nothing to do with anything that happens over here.
Yes, she do.
Everything
that our Constitution comes from England.
Can she get our gas prices down?
She's dead, so no, she cannot.
Could she?
Huh?
Could she have gotten our gas prices?
No, but what she did get down is Snoop Dogg. They was giving him a little trouble. And she came on with the little cane and a little pinky ring, and he got right on out that trouble.
All I know is her hat game was dope.
Yeah.
Actually, she could have did a little better in the flapper department.
Her hat game was dope. I give her that. Other than that, I don't know a damn thing about the
we
queen.
the little, like, America's always embedded to England.
But I'm saying,
Like, we the little brothers to England.
England is just as racist as the United States is, if not more.
Yeah, they put us
but
on the
yet we
Brixton.
still concern ourselves with what goes on over there. Not just the death, the marriages. I mean, you know, they stopped General Hospital for 3 days for this BS. I mean, 3 days, man. Yeah, you know, they stopped my show for 3 days, man.
Wait. Hold on. No. Y'all don't understand.
You watch General Hospital.
Y'all don't
You better
understand.
believe
Y'all don't understand the power in that statement right there. You got to understand, this man here is an avid General Hospital.
That's correct.
I haven't looked at it since Luke and Laura got married. So,
I ain't looked at it since the days of
I
our
haven't looked at it
lives.
since then. Luke and Laura and what's my man named? Gino. What's his name? Gino, the Italian dude?
Sonny Corinthos.
I haven't looked at it since then. But this guy here, if they stopped that for 3 days, he was
It's
not feeling
ridiculous.
good about
I'm like,
it.
why are we stopping General Hospital for this, man?
So this is why this became a topic.
It's still a part of history, no matter how you slice it, how she did us, how she do them, the monarchy. It's still a part of history. Long live the king, queen, and everybody in between. Megan, come on back to the kingdom, baby.
Megan gone.
The shade.
I don't give a fuck about England.
Yeah, she.
Because they already knew what was coming.
Yeah, my cousins in England, we used to argue all the time when they would come to America.
Meghan Markle
They have a whole
is
different
is
version
a
of
shade
history.
member. She blends in, and
Fuck England.
she said as much in the magazine.
So
I've been in England.
She's a blender.
England look like Seattle.
So real
Yeah,
quick,
it's
let
all
me ask you
gloomy.
this. Hold a minute. Who's the artist? Who's the artist?
He
How you doing,
is
brother?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, you know, my man told me you was coming on and everything, so I just wanted to make sure that I gave you shouts and everything. So you doing your thing out there?
Yeah, man, trying to.
Okay. I like the glasses.
Thank you.
I can't wear them, but I like the glasses.
I can get you.
I'm good. But they dope though. I I can give people props. I can't wear it, but that's dope. I noticed that from back there.
It goes with my whole like love campaign.
Oh.
Yeah, dropping a song at the end of the month called Love in the Air.
Love in the air?
Yeah.
Baby. My wife she's big on love. She's big on love.
That's dope.
She actually gets in trouble sometimes talking about love to the wrong people because they think they're in love, but they're actually not, and she starts talking to people about it. Yeah,
oh, you think you're a matchmaker?
Oh, she's Kaya Van Zant. That's Kaya Van Zant. Yeah. Yeah. She's a problem solver.
Yeah, she got it.
Hey man, listen, this has been another classic conversation. This has been quite enjoyable. We did our thing tonight, man. I appreciate all the dialogue as always. You guys hit some great points. You know, and Ben's recording over there. He does nice little shots out now, so I'm sure we got some more good stuff for this. Good stuff all the way around. Great dialogue, Portia. I can't do the sounds you do at the end of your name, but
Portia Madrid.
yeah, that right there.
I can't let that go by. She said it earlier. I thought so. Say it. Wait. Be real quiet. Say it again.
Let me just do my opener. What up? You already know it's your girl, Portia Madrid. Caught it again, baby.
There it is.
Porchemadre.
Portia.
Caught it again.
That's the love language.
I heard you say it earlier, and I was like, she's joking. But that's it. Oh, dope. Okay. I ain't mad at you.
So we in every show with our top 5, and because we got Jock on the set, man, I gotta let you do. You gotta do your top 5. All right. It's gonna be a top 5. It's gonna be one we've done, but I gotta do it based on the audience. Top 5 rappers of all time.
Rappers of all time.
Top 5 rappers of all time.
All right. First of all, I'm 26.
All right.
Put the disclaimer.
I have a
first.
great extensive knowledge. I've done my homework, but I'm 26.
All right, we got you. You're part of Millennium. What's it, the Millennium Coalition?
He bought a Z.
Wayne.
Period.
For sure. All time. Give me Jay-Z.
Period.
It's like, who do y'all consider rappers?
No, just who you consider a rapper.
Hip-hop, whatever.
Go whatever you want to go with.
Right.
I gotta take Drake.
You lost me.
That's crazy.
Keep going, bro.
I could point you in the right direction. That's crazy.
I can point to the right direction.
Hey, I'm saving it for last. I'm trying to think of one other
It
one.
better be Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say it. Yeah, Kendrick. Nah,
She
Kendrick.
telling him his choices.
Nah, Kendrick. No, like I was that person that was out here like, y'all need to listen to this guy.
Period.
No, listen. 4 years later, Swimming Pools comes out. Everyone loves him. I'm like, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. He was different.
But that's Kendrick number 5, number 1.
Nas.
Okay.
Man,
You all right.
For sure.
You missed me with Drake, but you right back with Nas.
Drake,
Somebody that don't
Drake
write
missed
their own
everybody.
music can't never be a GOAT at
That's
any
what I'm saying.
motherfucking thing.
Songwriting,
But
like
Panama.
Nas for sure.
Oh yeah. Mama, what you got? Everybody gotta do a top 5.
We all doing this?
Oh Lord, let's see.
Everybody gotta do a top 5. That's right.
Top 5 for me. Pac. J. Cole. Lil Wayne. Nicki. Yeah, Nicki made a whole brand. Like she's an actress on top of it when she's recording. Like, let's see, one more. I'm gonna say Drake because Drake created this whole movement of this melodic and he took it to another different
Can't
type
No
of.
one,
He took it to a different level. Yeah.
no one has ever done
people-
what
you got
Drake
juice.
has done.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
He had a million.
All right, so yo, we gonna go with we gonna go with some real rap. We gonna go with Nas.
All right.
We gonna go with Nas, Jadakiss, right?
Man, thank you, bro.
Because Jadakiss one of the top. He got his album is top 5.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go with Pac.
Yeah.
You know, you got Pac is definitely up there. You gotta go with my man Biggie. You know, Biggie is definitely to me number 1. And then you gotta go with Hov.
She don't agree.
We can't wait to hear her shit.
Boy, I
So
can't.
many
Go ahead.
albums, so
Yeah.
many albums is better than all of this.
You ready? Well, go for it.
Me? Shit. You know I'm going with Pac.
All right.
Man, I'm a T.I. motherfucker. T.I. Definitely. Jadakiss, Tupac, Jadakiss, T.I. I'm gonna throw Wayne in there. And I'm a Twister, you feel me?
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a
You from,
switch up.
you from the Chi?
Am I
You from
fine
Chicago?
enough?
Originally, yeah.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew it.
You know it.
Porsche, what you got? We can't wait to hear yours. What you got?
Wait.
I definitely gotta give it to Nicki. Gotta give it to Wayne. Have to give it to Ken. Gotta give it to J. Cole. And then this last, I'm just gonna group them in because I just can't put my finger on it. Everybody will say Pac. Number 1, I don't feel like Ludacris get the love and the respect that he deserves because that nigga is fucking versatile and can rap anybody underneath the motherfucking table. So we're gonna say Luda.
That's
Yes,
far. That's
baby.
far.
Yes. Yes.
That's far.
I don't know. I said this last little group is a group.
That's far.
And they all out of Atlanta. We gonna say Ludacris, we gonna say Big Boy, we gonna say Andre. And that's just on me.
Hey, that Andre, I'm telling you, I'm a believer that Andre is one of the most slept on lyricists
For sure.
ever. His bars is, if you really listen
You
to
gotta
it.
choose 5 though. You can't do it.
Right.
I
Yeah.
can.
No,
They
you
all from
cannot.
Atlanta. I
We-
give it to me.
But we all know
You gotta
Andre
choose
is
5
goated.
people.
It's just
Top
not a
20
lot of
greatest hits.
material.
Can't do it.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Might
That's
as well
why he can't be in my top
There's
5.
not a lot.
So Jesus didn't have a lot of material either. So what are you talking about, baby?
He had the 10 commandments.
What are you talking about?
He had the
I know
10
it.
He's
commandments.
still my number 1.
He had 10,
All he needed was a little bit.
10 commandments.
There's no
Yeah,
problem
he
with
said
that. But I'm saying like
commandments.
he gets forgotten. 'cause
The
there's not a lot of
little bit
material.
that he gave was enough.
He saying gets
I was gone when
he
y'all
gets
said
forgotten because of lack of material. What?
She said he's still my number 1.
Of all
Jesus
time?
is still her number 1.
Give her the top, then the top 20.
No, she's
Yeah, she ain't hot. Let my nephew go.
decades.
Nigga,
Please.
man.
If you see itty bitty piggy in the market.
Nikki.
What you got?
What's her boyfriend name who wrote all the albums?
Nah, he didn't write no money. Okay, Safari, write your own shit.
Shots fired.
So you
shots
can make some
fired.
money. Please.
You can't do
If
that
you
with
wrote
Drake.
that.
You can't do that with Drake.
10 million.
Pretty please.
Can't do
I
it.
wrote all her albums.
Shot.
Okay.
What you got, nephew?
Cause he done wrote all her
Nephew,
shit.
what you got, bro?
She had to pay him for that.
All right, so top 5. Whew, that's a hard one. But KRS-One.
There you go.
My God.
KRS-One, I don't need to say anymore.
You got
on
a
that.
great start.
Biggie, Nas,
Of course.
Jay-Z,
Of course.
and I know y'all was talking about content, but I agree with my lady over here. Andre 3 Stacks, man.
Pretty. You're a New Yorker, but then you brought it back to Atlanta. I love it.
Like, I mean, any track versus anybody, I don't care if he got 3 songs.
No,
If you
he
put him on a
hard.
track, I'm still gonna say Andre 3 Stacks. So that's my top 5.
All right. What you got, D-Wayne?
Nobody said Kanye.
Okay, you know. First
Oh, I did
and
forget
foremost, you know, the GOAT of Atlanta, T.I.
Man.
/ Ludacris. You're right. / Ludacris. All right. We'll just slash him. Number 2, we gonna go old school and you know, God did, Hove did. Okay. All right. Number 2. Number 3, I'm gonna surprise a lot of people, and I'm gonna say CeeLo Green.
That ain't no surprise. Yeah. And a fool on the production.
I'm from Atlanta, so of course I'm gonna go that way.
You made Sugar Sean sit up twice.
Number 4, because you can't separate them. They're a group. Outkast.
Period.
You just gotta they're a group. All right, and
You the prototype.
last but not least,
Nah, you
the other baby goat, you know, Kanye
Weezy.
West.
Period.
He's the baby goat. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I forgot Kanye.
yeah, he ain't
I
nobody
didn't forget
better
it.
than
He grew. He
ain't
mad.
nobody. He's a genius. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely a genius.
We don't
Yeah, for
we
sure.
you know what I'm saying? We sleep on what he wants to do, but he's a genius, man. I would give him anything if he asked me and I could provide it for him, he probably know what to do with it. I don't know.
Period.
It's just something wrong with something about him, man.
What you got? What you got? Predator Millennium Coalition.
All right, so don't judge me. I feel like this is gonna be like the football situation.
Man, this your top 5, man.
That's what we gonna say next.
I'm starting from 5, okay?
All right.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. CeeLo Green, undeniably talented. That's number 5. You don't
That's that New York shit.
really listen to the music. I know you just listen to Brooklyn everything. I mean, but E40 is a good rapper though. Like, I mean, if you listen to E40, he be spitting. All right, number 4. Nicki Minaj. Because she's a rapper. Like, she's not a female rapper. She's a rapper. She's a lyricist. She can rap.
You ain't never sat in a car and like really felt a
I
Nicki
mean, if
verse
you listen to what she's saying.
She didn't. He did not.
As a
baby.
straight male.
That's why I didn't uphold in court, and he still broke because he did not.
He said he ain't want the
You need to get out of here. Close it down. Let him finish.
Keep the
Let him
money.
finish.
Safari did an excellent job when she rapped it all.
That's not right.
Come on, let him finish. Let him finish. People.
Number 3, Kanye West. Number 2, Kendrick Lamar.
Period.
And number 3, I'll have to disagree with you. I do
Weezy.
split Outkast up, and it is not Andre. It's gonna be Big Boy. He's a better lyricist. Yes, he is. He's a better lyricist. Dre has a better cadence and delivery. But when we talking about lyrically, Big Boy is a rapper, a full on. And listen, if you ever, I still listen to his albums to this day. Listen to him rap. He's a better rapper. Andre is a better artist, lyrically, not lyrically, but cadence wise and delivery. So
Because he's a better weirdo.
Yeah, then I'm a
there you
Big
go.
Boy ain't a
for real,
weirdo.
right there. We
That's
talking about-
why.
And we talking about rappers.
Yeah.
Ask Kyle what you got.
Let's see. Mine's all over because it's different points in my life, different rappers. But I gotta go. Eric B. Rakim, Public Enemy, 8 Ball MJG,
Devil worshippers.
Karis One,
Devil worshippers.
and I like Jay-Z.
And all those
Take
rappers
from
go
top to
hippity
bottom.
hop.
Bruh, we know you didn't even have to tell us. Guess how old he is.
She said,
Tell us your age, but I'll tell us your age.
If you'd have said Nicki.
hold up. She said devil
Throw Cardi
worshipers.
B in here too.
She talking about 3-6, not 8 ball.
No, I am talking about 8 Ball. Devil worshippers.
I never,
Devil worshippers.
Nothing but pimp.
Anybody that hang out with devil worshippers,
Nothing
some
but
devil
pimp.
worshippers.
I never heard that before. Nick, she said devil worshippers.
She talking about 3-6.
No, I ain't talking about 3-6. I'm talking about them.
Space Age pimping, baby.
Nicki's better than Eminem.
All right.
8 ball, devil worshiping bar.
We're talking about
Come on,
greatest.
let's let everybody get the opportunity. Come on now,
five?
chill.
Go over there. Go over there. Go over there. Go over there and give your top 5.
Come on, listen up, people. Listen up. Let's respect everybody. Let everybody get the number in.
Hold up. Hold up.
Listen up.
Hold
Let
up.
the
Hold up.
people
Hold up.
finish.
Ask
Get
us
the
the
words out.
Ask a cop got a date. Y'all come on. Go ahead. Go ahead, Terry.
We got a little call coming.
Ask a cop got a date. Then the phone keep ringing.
Okay, so I got this is starting from 5 now. Okay, so we got Eminem.
I was waiting for somebody to say this.
We got Eminem. I will say Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, Wayne, and then number 1, no, Nicki. Nicki is number 1.
Oh, I thought she said Nick Cannon. I'm about to run up out of here.
Not over here. I am not Mariah.
What's your number 1? What's your number 1?
Nicki Minaj. Yeah.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj.
Man, stop it.
John, you want
She
to go
already
side, John?
disputed that she wrote her own shit.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Give it to us.
You see all this gray on my chin? Say nothing about old school.
Yeah, I was around when they came
Hey,
out.
Master T was the man.
Houdini.
Hey, hold up.
Come on, respect, man. Let me
Hold
get
up.
this.
Go ahead,
Go
bro.
ahead, you got a job.
All right, so I would say new school Kendrick Lamar.
I raised him right.
You raised them right.
When we go old school, we go LL Cool J because he completely turned the game around. He brought in new elements that weren't even there from the
Facts.
old school.
Facts.
Pac, of course.
Who he said?
That's still debatable.
Ooh, Pac.
I don't see how, but go ahead. Man, have you?
Okay.
Yeah,
two more.
I'm about to chime in on being. Go ahead.
Biggie.
I see.
All
him.
right, Wayne. And
You said you.
Right, because Jay-Z killed Biggie.
yeah, I do.
No.
Curtis
He
Blow.
ate him up. Yes,
Curtis
he did.
Blow.
Jay-Z got all his stuff.
Yeah, the Cavs. You got 5
He
Cavs.
got all his stuff from
You got
I
5.
know, which is why he killed him.
All right,
Yes,
Teasy,
he
what
did. He had something to do with it.
That's his brother.
you got,
That it
T?
was not his brother.
All right.
That was
Hold on,
his murder.
Sean. Hold on, Sean. Because y'all keep going back and
They
forth.
lied to you.
Right.
No,
Go ahead.
That's my error.
Sean.
Hey, turn his mic off.
I know, right?
Don't do it.
Eminem, number 5. And it was a battle between Eminem and T.I. for me. T.I. is my honorable mention. Then I have to go with Kendrick Lamar. I've been listening to his stuff lately. He's dope, and his content is for real. LL, nigga, damn near changed my life, to be honest with you. Made me start wearing my one pants leg up.
30 years ago.
Oh yeah. Walked around the house, had pajamas on, one pants leg up, no socks on, nothing.
30 years ago.
I still do it. Flag football.
30
field,
years ago.
everything. And then my top 2, and you can flip-flop them either way you want to. It's Brooklyn all day. It's Jay-Z and Biggie. You can
30 years ago.
Flip them either way.
It's the way we rap to this day.
Oh, I was living 30 years ago. You know, I can only like what I understand, and I don't understand some of the stuff some of these people are saying today. So I can only like what I understand. So
Might as well go with
that's
Crush
mine.
Groove next.
And will never.
Kodak.
Ain't never,
Kodak.
will never.
Hold up.
Kodak is good. He's goaded.
Kodak's a murderer.
There's no way.
Hold up. Which baby? The baby, Lil baby, she baby, he baby.
He want to stick around. He want to stick around.
Lyric album for album. Nas.
Get the show. Shit.
You got a date?
All right, we got.
She ain't better than Nas.
No, we're not saying she's better.
They just said that.
Oh yeah, no, she's not.
Nikki.
She's definitely in the top 5, but
Yeah.
no, she's not better than
They're in my
Nas.
ear telling me that she's
Yeah.
better than Nas.
At the end of the day, she paved the way for women.
And I get what you're saying in regards
pause.
to Nikki
Pause.
doing the other stuff.
And we don't care how much oil
Nigga did not
we did
pave the way
straight
for
and all
women.
That man write her shit.
Yeah,
Wait, nigga, hold on.
Wait. Hold. You said Nikki paved the way.
That's black. That
For
is.
women
That's
No.
blasphemy.
in the rap industry.
That's blasphemy.
To
That's
be
Kim,
That's
MC
blasphemy.
Light, MC Light, Queen Latifah.
Thank you.
MC Light is.
I do know who
Wait,
MC
wait.
Light is. Light is a motherfucking
MC
rock.
Light.
Fuck you mean? Yes, the fuck I
on,
do.
talk to me.
Ain't nobody, but when you saying top 5s and shit, MC Light will never be up in there. Promise you. But Nicki will.
That
Maybe a Foxy, maybe a Kim, maybe even a Queen Latifah. But MC Light never be up in there. Maybe even a Roxanne. MC, not her.
That was if Kim didn't do the numbers. Instead, he didn't do what she
We're not talking about numbers. No. Wait. Hold on.
That is a completely. That's a complete. That's
Exactly because Nicki's a lyricist.
That's
Lil' Kim
complete-
was never a lyricist. ever.
Hold up.
That's
She was a hoe on the track.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Slobbering on the track. Fuck you mean?
Turn everybody mic
No.
off.
I didn't say that. She said that. I don't believe that. I believe once Foxy get her hearing back, she might be on to something. She just gotta don't rate me.
Nicki better than Remy.
Yes, Nicki is better than Remy.
I don't listen to rap. You don't listen to rap.
I'm not a murderer and I'm not a crook, so I don't relate to Remy.
But you're not gonna admit that Papoose writes for her.
Exactly.
What?
Thank you.
Penitentiary wrote for
new
Nicki
man.
and Remy.
I promise you, from Long Beach, California. I'm with her.
No, Papoose did not write for Remy. They rap different.
Hey, let's come back. Let's come.
But he didn't write.
You talking about Papoose rap?
Let's come back on. Let's come back
Look
on.
how fucking Safari rap. Way different from Nicki.
No, he don't. Safari, when he do his rap, it sound just like what Nicki
Hey, listen up. Let's wrap this up.
Where are you getting
Let's
these
wrap it up.
drugs
Save it for
from?
next show. Save it for next show. Come on.
Hey, listen. The audience can't hear what everybody's yelling. So let's.
Where's the Foxy Brown? He can't do me.
Let's.
So now you call him Foxy.
First of all, that's blasphemy, Portia,
That's blasphemy.
to say she paid away for women. That's blasphemy on MC Light, Queen Latifah. These women paved the way. I mean, let's keep it real. You're in that generation, so I understand that. But to say paved the way,
Yes, for the female rappers that we hear
They
here
can't-
now and the content that they speak of, Nicki Minaj set the stage.
listen. Now, listen.
Change the game and
Let-
it's totally different.
Yeah. As a rap,
And I stand on paved the way.
as a rapper, if you listen to MC Light never had to put on no thongs, never had to do none of that junk. She rapped.
Same
She was a
hairstyle
straight
whole time.
lyricist.
So pave the way for these women, these city girls and all that, that was Little Kim.
Kim is the first
That was Little Kim.
Y'all better give respect to Lil' Kim,
for the
man.
sexy rap. But MC Light was a rapper.
Lauren Hill?
MC Light was a straight up and down rapper with mad lyrics.
Lauren.
Oh,
Queen
now,
Latifah-
I don't agree with you, Mama.
Queen Latifah was okay, but
I don't
MC Light
agree
was
with you on that
MC Light was the real deal.
Nicki took what Trina and Kim was doing and turned it in her thing and inflated her butt.
Nobody better not say Trina.
They might as well say Trina.
No, you better
We
not.
wouldn't, and you know, not a damn person would say Trina up on this platform.
Well, I like Megan Thee Stallion myself.
But it will be no Megan Thee Stallion if it wasn't no Nicki. Because
listen.
Nicki made it okay for you to be fucking bipolar on the track.
It wouldn't be a Nicki if it wasn't for Lil
No,
Kim.
but Lil Kim, we don't still to this day don't know if Lil Kim really wrote her shit.
But it wouldn't have been a
Lil
little.
Kim was coming from a standpoint of selling pussy. Let's be quite honest.
And what was Nicki?
She was a whore.
And what was Nicki?
And what
was
Nicki
Nicki?
was a damn whore.
Yes, she is.
We replaced her with 3 niggas.
Did you listen to Nicki's last song?
I'm on.
Do y'all remember when she came to Atlanta?
That smash.
With Gucci in there?
Stop to talk
Man,
about
you know it.
Hey,
No, I don't know that.
hey,
She was out here.
Hey,
I gotta
on
go.
her
I
shit,
need a
bro.
blunt. Y'all.
Yeah, you need one portion.
Yeah.
Hey, cause Nicki followed Lil Kim's whole blueprint. The entire blueprint. There's no question.
From the album
She
cover.
followed the entire blueprint of Lil Kim.
Beats to it.
The only difference is she has social media.
That's the reality. That's the
Now,
reality.
they are very similar, and even before their beef, Nicki will say that she drew a lot of inspiration from Kim.
She followed her blueprint.
Just because somebody draws inspiration from somebody doesn't necessarily make them better. Because if she was better, Little Kim would still be fucking popping. And at the end, where? I gotta go. Y'all delusional here. Where is she popping?
Hey, bro. Can't none of them rap better than Megan Thee Stallion, and I hate her. I don't like Megan Thee Stallion. Can't none of them bitches rap better than her, bro. None of them.
Freestyle.
None of them. Period.
All right. Listen. All right.
lot of yelling.
Let me read the file of some of their comments here. Mine got Biggie, Tupac, Lil Wayne, Nicki, Master P. Hey, that's my mom. So she.
Hey, that's Mama Sykes.
Yeah, Mama Bracy.
And
But
Master P is in her top 5.
Shout out to Mama and
He
Master
is
P.
top 5.
Hey, yeah. She gonna be living on her rap knowledge. So, my aunt got Queen Latifah, Jay-Z, 50 Cent, LL Cool J, and Missy Elliott. Missy's from Virginia.
Okay, I fucks with Missy.
Number 1 fan got Kool Mo D, Curtis Blow, Queen Latifah, LL, MC Light. Then she goes on to Grandmaster Flash, Fierce 5, Sugar Hill Gang, Public Enemy. She got her honorable mentions in. Mine got honorable mention 50 Cent.
Top 100.
Yeah, right.
I'm tripping on the
all right,
comments.
so
You say Nicki better than 50?
Hold up. Oh, wait.
No, who the fuck said that?
Hey, hold
You're
on. Look. I'm looking at the comments.
Yeah.
They're like, close out the show, please.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because he about to fight us.
I agree.
Like,
I agree. Number one fan.
said you ain't read no comments tonight.
I couldn't. I tried. I could. You know what I mean? But she had some good ones about the kingdom and all, and she said a lot of stuff about Oracene was the one who taught Serena. I read all your messages. I didn't get a chance to read all of them. So
stop. No more.
I know, right?
No more. After Angelo, we leaving. After Angelo, we're leaving.
So here go my top 5. My top 5 are gonna be Rakim, lyrically sound, and all mine gonna be old school because I don't really listen to a whole bunch of new stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't understand a lot of the words. Kendrick is nice though. When I first got put on to him, he's not my top 5, but he is nice. So I got Rakim. I got Tupac. I got my girl MC Light. I don't know what y'all talking about. MC Light was, and Ben said, "Who's MC Light?" You need to go listen to MC Light. Ben, the Millennium Coalition leader.
You really didn't know who MC was?
No, he's playing around, bro. He's playing.
You should.
She was on the show half and half.
Hey, you should. Shoot a real deal, man. Shoot a real deal. The next one is KRS-One. That's my guy.
Oh, man.
KRS-One is my guy for sure. And last but not least, my GOAT, LL Cool J. That's my GOAT. Period, point blank.
Kendrick Lamar just got kicked out. KRS-One is now number 4.
LL my GOAT, man. I listen to LL every week.
Do you just need love or?
Nah, I need my radio. You know what I mean?
Every last bit of it.
You know what I mean?
And occasionally around the way, girl.
Hey, I'm bad. You know what I mean? Come on now, hey man. You know we can go down the list, man.
Can I say something real quick?
She put them earrings on tonight, and I told her, "Girl, you look like a roundaway girl." That's it.
I just
like that.
What you got, Jock?
we said a lot of women. I just feel like we need to say Miss Lauryn Hill real quick.
Oh, period.
Lauryn Hill bad.
I'm good now.
Oh yeah, she's on my list.
Lauryn Hill the real deal.
She on my list. I'll take Nikki off for her, actually.
Like you said,
Yeah, I would take
like you
Nikki
said,
off.
she didn't have a lot of stuff because she did one album, but Lauryn was bad though.
Whenever you could make one album and it's a classic, that's when you know you should be in top something.
It's forever, ain't no question. But listen, we had one heck of a show tonight. We want to first thank all our guests for coming out. Willie B got the wine, and he said only comedy club you're gonna be able to get it in is Uptown Comedy Corner. So coming soon. It was very good, by the way. As you can tell, the rosé was delicious. The rosé
was on point.
Somebody made a comment earlier. I know it was. They said y'all tearing that wine up. Yeah, that wine went quick.
You know,
Went to the last drop.
Killed it.
and then Miss Portia, our PR.
PM Media and Marketing, Portia Madrid.
There it is.
That's why she like Nikki.
Stop. Turn. Stop.
We don't know his name, but we don't like him.
And then, of course, the Johnson family, Moretta, shouts out to you. And I mean that sincerely. You know what I mean? Your journey is one to be admired from day one. You know what I mean? And to stay true to who you are and what you're doing. Nothing but big props to you. And naturally, big props to Jock Senior over there, man. One of the best men I ever met in my life. Good dude. And then they produced one heck of a son. Who is Jock Johnson? You know what I mean? Keep doing your thing, young brother. We're proud of you, man. We're proud of what you're doing. What you're doing for the fraternity is huge. The trading card, I think that's a phenomenal concept. And we'll do whatever we can to help on our end and continue to push that word, man. And y'all download his stuff. It's already on everything now.
Love in the Air, September 30th.
Love in the Air, September 30th. That's what's up, man. Congratulations to what y'all doing. The deal with Resident, you know what I mean? And keep doing y'all thing, man. We're proud of y'all.
Thank you.
For sure. We want to thank y'all for coming out. Of course, we got Sugar Sean. This is Sugar Sean Riley, y'all, for Portia.
Oh, that's his name. Hey,
comedian Sugar Sean.
Back at it again. We don't like him. We don't like Sugar Sean.
What up? We in the building. You already know where we at on Tuesday nights. We're over here at the Uptown Comedy Corner next week. Tuesday, $5 funnies, $5 drinks, $5 everything. It's gonna be funny.
Not everything, but we got to file the menu.
$5 menu.
$5 Sean.
Yeah. That's correct. That.
So you already know. I can go down the list. You know, I'm in Alpharetta. I got a show in Alpharetta coming up on the 22nd. Then that's at the Ground and Pound. And then on the 28th, we had Pure Zen in McDonough. That's another one of my shows. And then we just running around doing our thing. So come out, support. Whenever you hear the name Sugar Sean, you know, I put one of the best shows on. We here. Let's get it.
There it is. And you can be found on all platforms, a website, anything y'all want to shout out? Yes.
Yeah. All my social media is at Jacques My World. It's JACQUES My World. And you can find all the information on the single and the scholarship fund on jockjohnson.com.
That's what's up.
And we have the 4 new TV shows coming with Peachtree TV. This is their first time buying television shows, and we'll keep you posted on those.
Outstanding. Another rapper was shot dead today, and after
filming right
rappers wonder what. No, that's not.
I'm an actor.
That's not why.
Actually,
but
yes.
That's just ignorance.
I'm gonna talk about it in a minute.
Yeah, PMD. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah. Got shot at. They robbed him or something.
Stop going to L.A., man.
Roscoe's
Stop
Chicken
going to
and
L.A. till that purge is over.
PM something.
Stop posting your location.
Paris from EPM?
Nah, stop
Go
going to
anywhere.
Cali.
Just stop posting your
There's a
location.
purge going on in Cali. They wilding right now. It's too much. It's too much going on in Cali
crazy.
right now. It's a purge.
There's too much going on everywhere.
Yeah.
You can find your wine where?
WillieVSpirits.com. WillieVSpirits.com, and you can become a member.
That's what's up.
Also, make sure you look out for me and Portia in the new Andre Rison film, Wide Open.
Oh, word.
It's about to be in theaters, you know what I'm saying? We definitely actors in there, Wide Open, the Andre Rison film coming soon. Look out
That's
for
dope.
That's what's up. Congratulations on that.
Appreciate that.
As
I
a
said
cop,
in my movie star, I am, and I helped with half of the casting. Don't play with her. She just crazy, a little rough around the edges, but she about that money.
Rough around there.
That money.
as a cop, what you got, man? What you got?
All right. Back to topic.
We're ready to go.
We missed on a lot of things we could have talked about this week. They've absolutely lost their mind in Illinois, and some of the things they're decriminalizing and wanting to take out of warrants. We'll talk more about it next week. But anytime you put a violent crime against a person, with the level of violence that's occurring in America right now in all the cities, not just Atlanta, it's crazy. So we can talk about that next week.
Absolutely. And we can talk about how, two guys murdered 2 police officers and were taken into custody. Somebody asked me last night, what color was it? I said, hey, listen, they were taken into custody. Any more questions?
What?
That explains it all. They were taken into custody. That explains it all.
One of us, boy.
Yeah.
It's
The
totally
body
different.
would have been in custody.
And don't worry that the SWAT was actually called out to the scene. And as a former SWAT commander, you just can't say kill shot. It doesn't work like that. It's not TV.
This is a whole other show.
It's not TV, man. You got a hostage negotiator comes to the scene. You sending robots now. You sending a
Don't say nothing, Sean.
one-way phone where it can't call out. The only person can talk to is you. There's a lot that goes into that. It's not.
I knew
it's
you
not a
looked
simple
familiar.
Ask a cop.
That's why it's called
That
Ask a Cop. Hey, listen, everybody knows voting is right around the corner. If you're not registered to vote, be registered. I tell you all the time, I love those Herschel Walker commercials because I get a good laugh every single time. I can watch the same commercial over and over again, and I laugh. I laugh as if I'd never seen it before. It's the most hilarious thing, and I love it when they say, and I used to be an FBI agent. Y'all didn't know that, did you? That junk tickles me every time. Boy. Oh my goodness, it's hilarious. So make sure early registration ends on October 11th. Man, make sure y'all register to vote. Great show tonight. Thank you for all the guests again, and we appreciate y'all. Jae Tea, what you got, brother?
Y'all know what it is, bro. Hey, appreciate all y'all coming out and holding
I got
down
you, number
while
one.
I wasn't here. Just had some other things to do, representing. But yeah, my movie premieres coming out this Sunday, as a matter of fact. But it's already sold out, so you can't get any tickets anymore. And
Congratulations
I
on
did
that.
a pretty good haul on that. Got the play coming up on September 25th.
What's the name of the play?
Shoot.
Shell of a Man.
Shell of a Man. I was going to say 7 Men because there's 7 men talking about their stuff, but Shell of a Man play coming out on September 25th. Tina Bridges is the brain behind all of that. It's dope things about 7 men that's actually talking about issues from their past, from their present, that makes them present the shell of a man instead of actually presenting a man in front of a woman. Honk for Jesus. I've seen a lot of bad reviews about it, but what I'm asking you to do is look at it because I'm in it.
I love it.
Just look at it for that reason and tag me in it. I haven't even seen it yet, to be honest with you. But it's dope. I know I had a great time with it. The little bit that I did look at, I could understand if you don't want to watch it at the beginning if you're not fans of the major actors in it. But I've seen a lot of bad reviews, but just watch it because I'm in it. Peacock gives you free things for the first 14 days is free. So check me out and tag me in it when you see it.
The word I've heard is a Bishop Eddie Long story is what the word is.
Essentially,
yeah,
it makes a good story.
And that's what I took from it when I was filming it. It was a Bishop Eddie Long thing. What they did is put a comedic spin to it to take it, so it's not as heavy. And now people are calling it blasphemy. That the Bible told us,
But it's the truth. It is what
that type
happened
of
every
thing,
day. And I'm a PK.
So again, on those shows, holla at me. I'm an act out out here in these streets. Yeah. ATL's hottest. Make sure y'all vote for Classic Konversations. We are up there. DJ, what's the DJ?
DJ Ant Love.
Vote for DJ Ant Love. He's up there also. You can vote for me as
Uptown Comedy Corner.
Uptown Comedy Corner is also up there as the hottest comedy club. You can vote for me as ATL's hottest male model, ATL's hottest actor, ATL's hottest gentleman, ATL's hottest online host and host. I think that's gonna do it. That's gonna do it. Couple.
Period,
My bad.
right? She said your wife.
The reigning ATL's hottest
You should've clicked that
power
link.
couple is me and my wife. So make sure you vote for that, James and Kaya Thompson. Make sure you vote for that. And I think that's gonna do it for me. Yeah.
Shout out to the fedoras. Where'd you get them
from? This one is Brixton.
Okay.
Brixton.com. You can go check them out. I need to holler at them so I can get that 10%. Get that.
Because that looked like every bit of $559.62.
She says it too
look,
cents.
if you know, once you get to know me long enough, you know it didn't cost that much.
Yeah.
Just like I said, I was gonna be here at 9:30. I look like I'm wearing a $569 hat. It's not. So yeah, that part. So.
My mom saw you, man. She said they didn't show you like they should have. My mom said, "What part did you play in it?" But my mom just described it. You were on the sign.
Yeah, I'm the guy on the sign. I'm the maintenance guy up there with Sterling on the sign when old girl is out there twerking. I hadn't seen it, so I know I made the trailer. I made the trailer, so I thought they would have a little bit more in there. But I heard that they did cut any of my speaking, and me and him, we did have a conversation doing the scene, but I've heard that's been cut out. But hey, I already got paid, so I'm good.
Right.
I'm good. I'm Gucci. So yeah, that's gonna do it, man. Next week I will be here on time for the whole show. I've been gone for 2 weeks. Last week I was sick because I had to get better because me and my wife took her to Puerto Rico for her birthday. So I had to get right so that I can get on the plane the next day. Classic Conversations with Jae Tea and Lo.
And that's a call.
And you know what? We out. You dig?
Y'all dope. Y'all really, really dope. Y'all gotta come on one of my podcasts and take over and hijack like I did y'all.
Why you gonna start now? I'm going for the gold. If you're not first, then you're last when I'm told. But I'm good with platinum if we talking record soul. Yeah, I'm really, really rapping. It's not a cheat code. Chilling with your girl, yeah, we binging episodes. She like your crib, but she love my bow. I was born with the bounce in my soul. Still be on club bingo cause I'm way too cold. Cold as the case, yeah. Switch up the pace, yeah. Remember this face, yeah. Let me leave my trace, yeah. I'm getting saucy on the grill. I understand you wanna chill, but how you still standing still, passing you some energy cause I've had my fill, yeah. Honestly, I'm just trying to see who gon' vibe with me and spend some quality time to reach my destiny, time to reach my destiny, shine on my enemies. I said honestly, I'm just trying to see who gon' vibe with me and spend some quality time to reach my destiny, time to reach my destiny, shine on my enemies. I don't pilot, yeah, I cruise, man, I always win, they lose. Why'd you settle with old dude? I can show you good times, good food. First you turn off the news, then you let your body move. If you at home, you don't need no shoes. If this your jam, you don't need no booze. My wrist like damn, my neck like ooh. Catch you right in the field like J.D. Drew. I'm about to conquer the monster, the lies you conjure. When you make it real music, man, it take a little longer. Always knock us down, but they can't seem to hold us. Run a club out the basement, I hope the niggas notice. Banging all the hits, all the Drakes and the Hovers. With all due respect, that is not my POTUS. Honestly, I'm just trying to see who gon' vibe with me and spend some quality time to reach my destiny, time to reach my destiny, shine on my enemies. I said honestly, I'm just trying to see who gon' vibe with me and spend some quality time to reach my destiny, time to reach my destiny, shine on my enemies. Honestly, I'm just trying